Ra-pa-pa-pa-pum. Ra-pa-pa-pa-pa. When was that released? 1 month ago. Maybe. Maybe. Da-da-da-da-da. I should probably fucking draw something. Fuck. I have to figure out a setup. So we've got that. Is that window? There we go. Okay, that works. That works too. So now need some YouTube shit. Oh, that works.
These fishermen trying to help us reverse park our fishing boat, something dawned on me.
I've been shitting myself for a week about the US bombing all those fishing boats. I didn't realize we're like exactly on a fishing boat. Like this is the worst kind of boat for it, isn't it?
This is where the tuna go.
Yeah, there's a little fish hatch.
What I also didn't take into account is that the fishermen here, all around us, live with the constant fear of getting bombed every time they set sail to do their jobs.
Pero ahorita con el régimen que tiene Trump está cañón.
Sí, el mal, o sea, para mí el mal.
Se
el
queda
mal
apoderado de
Trump.
todo ahorita.
Sí.
Tienen a
Sí.
Cuba restringido y qué drástico
It's
es,
fucked up
qué
all
mal
over the place.
los tratan. No deberían.
¿Y qué piensan ustedes de esa flotila?
De esta ayuda muy bueno, muy bonito.
Sí.
La verdad.
Ojalá lleguen.
Ojalá y porque pues he escuchado noticieros y todo que todo les quitan. No llega esa ayuda humanitaria.
Sí,
Ya han enviado muchos países.
Ah, entonces,
Lo ves a los pobres como los tienen.
It was actually horrifying thinking that these people risk getting blown up just for doing their jobs. And, you know, I felt awful until the fisherman started flexing on us about like how much better his boat was than our boat. And then I don't know, I felt kind of neutral about it after that.
Sí, no sabemos dónde dormir.
Hay como 10 para 25. Wow, todo madera, ¿eh?
Así es, muy bonito.
Vamos con ustedes.
Just flex on them.
Unfortunately, we had to end our tour of this guy's much more comfortable and sturdier boat because our aid truck started coming in and it was time to somehow get 30 tons of food and medicine onto this boat. Now, we didn't just have 3 big trucks, but also a bunch of like nice everyday people heard what was going on and drove up and brought their own donations. It was really beautiful. You know, it was a lot of work, but the energy was great. Everyone was singing the whole time, so even when you're on your 50th sack of beans and, you know, it rips apart and you spill beans everywhere, you need to like tape it up and fix it, you still feel great. It had been hours and hours of hot work, and I was slowly starting to realize how much 30 tons actually is, right? Like, especially when you're down in the hull, loading an endless stream of sacks and boxes.
It's really warm down there. Yeah,
Been down below.
yeah.
Whoa.
Just this thick smell of diesel,
Yeah,
hot
working.
boxes. Is this another? Is one of the?
Yeah, there's 2 more to go.
Is this the same truck?
Same one.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Let's
stuff.
go have a smoke.
But we just
Looking
kept
for the
going,
first
right?
time in
Loading
his life.
bicycles and solar panels and everything that would fit on this boat. It got to 3 a.m. and it looked like we were maybe, I don't know, getting close to finishing until the Mexican Navy heard what was going on and they made us stop so they could check through all the things we were loading to, you know, make sure everything was up to code, which led to hours of negotiations, right? When they clocked that we had filled this little boat with like 30 tons of aid and there were only 10 beds, they insisted that we only had capacity for 10 people and that more than half of us wouldn't be able to make the trip, which is, you know, a rough thing to hear after weeks of preparation, but eventually they caved and let us go. I mean, until the sun came up the next morning and they returned to address even more regulatory issues and safety concerns. But at least
Yeah,
there's
they're
one
probably
major
being
safety
cashed
concern
up.
that we don't need to worry about because we addressed it within the first 15 minutes of seeing the boat.
Right, if they painted that white water around it because of me, I'm integral to the ship's safety. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have painted that thing there.
Safety officer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't
I
expect
just
someone
go
being
out,
so
walk through
dumb.
places, get hurt, and then we know what the dangerous things are.
But it was all squared away now, and we had officially gotten our passport stamped by the customs officer. So this was it, right? There's no turning back now, and I am terrified.
That's it.
There we go.
Well, if we don't go now, then we're going to be illegal in Mexico. Oh, you learn something new about yourself all the time.
What are you learning?
I just realized that when I'm actually scared,
Yeah.
I need a poo.
You're like
I
an
thought it-
octopus.
Yeah, I don't understand. I thought it was like a turn of phrase, like shitting myself.
No. Oh, there you
I
go.
can't stop pooping.
This is a journey of self-discovery.
I don't want to know that. It's so inconvenient. Imagine if I have to do something important in the future.
Yeah.
I would just have to poo myself.
Yeah, no, you can prepare for the scenario.
Or
Your
if, you know,
low-fiber diet.
I'm about to have a baby. I gotta shit. You know, I go to my parents' funeral. I'm shitting. I'm not there. How bad is that? What am I gonna do on the boat? I'm just gonna be pooping the entire time.
Yeah, better the devil we know, hey?
Agradecer a todos los trabajadores del puerto también.
Well, there you go. I'm stuck on the boat now, and whatever happens, happens. So I guess now's a good time to find out
How
what
about
the
a
actual
coach
chances
drive?
are I'll get blown up out here. Now, you might think the US is blowing up narco traffickers in the Caribbean, or you might think they're just killing random fishermen, and that depends a lot on what kind of media you consume. Now, if you're watching this from a boat in the Caribbean and you want to work out if a missile is heading your way, you could read through like every single news article ever written and sift through the bias to find out if you're being targeted, but time is of the essence in this scenario. So thankfully, today's sponsor, Ground News, has you covered. Ground News is a website and app designed to sift through political bias and make the news more transparent. So let's say I want to look up the US bombing boats in the Caribbean. You can see that 244 sources reported on this, with 28% of them leaning left and 19% leaning right. You can also see how reliable these sources are and who owns them. And if you click on one of the left-wing articles, they'll say that an overwhelming consensus of experts call it a crime against humanity and highlight the fact that the relatives claim the victims are just fishermen. But on the right, they'll report that the victims are narco-terrorists and console you that not a single drone operator was harmed when they pressed the kill button. My favorite part of the app is the blind spot feature, which shows you stories only reported by one side of the political spectrum. Without this feature, I'd have no idea that consumers of right-wing media receive nationwide updates when a random transgender teenager wins a race at a local Californian sporting event. As you know, I comb through thousands of sources to make these videos, and Ground News is the perfect tool to simplify this process and keep me informed. And you could be as well informed as me, right? You just need to subscribe today. So go to ground.news/boyboy, click the link in the video description, or use the QR code to get 40% off the unlimited access Vantage plan, the same one I'm using. So subscribe today and stay informed. Okay, now back to the video. Everyone was so excited to finally set sail, and for some reason, as soon as the boat left, I wasn't that scared anymore. It's kind of like the possibility of going home kept me in a state of panic, and now that I knew I had no choice, my mind just tried to shut off all the, unhelpful negative stuff.
I was pooping my pants out of fear like half an hour ago. And now I feel like I've never pooed before in my life. It's perfect. I feel really, really good.
Quietly confident, eh?
Yeah, I reckon. I'm not the kind of person that dies.
Never.
Hasn't happened before.
Everything right.
What do you reckon sailing like for you?
For now, in the harbour, the 5 minutes of sailing we've done, I reckon I could do this the rest of my life.
Now, I knew we had a bunch of activists and journalists on board from around the world, but I felt a bit out of place seeing the caliber of journalism on this boat.
I should have brought a suit.
Yeah, your channel, you'd be much more legitimate.
That's fucking awesome. Is he gonna wear it the whole time?
But as we left the harbour, it got harder and harder to hold the camera straight. And eventually it got hard to just stand straight. And I realise now that I'm editing it, it's surprisingly hard to capture how unstable the boat was on camera, because, the cameraman is essentially being a human gimbal. Like here's an example. If you do this to a chicken, notice how its head always stays upright. That was us when we were filming, right? You're watching this video through the chicken's head, and everything looks much, much better from the perspective of the chicken.
It's hard to walk around, man.
No sea legs.
Yeah. Are we gonna get used to it? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Need a hole into a wall.
Apparently this is the easy bit.
No.
Yeah.
And the hard part is being blown up.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
At this point, I realised there was something I needed to do that I should have done while the boat was stationary.
Now the
Gotta
fucking
put
keyboard
this
works.
on top of the boat.
You're gonna fall off.
I can barely walk down here. There we go.
Insane.
I was pretty scared of flying overboard when I went to set up this satellite on the roof, but now that I'm editing the video, I'm actually much more scared about the fact that my dick was hanging out of my pants the entire time. Going through the footage is so bad because there's just like so many clips of just my balls on the screen. And before we set sail, we got all our luggage, and we ratcheted it up like down in the hull so it wouldn't fly around everywhere. But that meant that all I could really wear was what I had on, and it was really stupid. So if anyone on the flotilla was watching this, I'm so sorry you had to stare at my balls for like an entire week. Like I actually had no idea that they were just hanging out the whole time, and I don't know, getting seasick and worried about getting bombed is bad enough without having to stare at my balls all week. So I'm really sorry. But back to the satellite. I got up on the roof and the waves were pretty nuts. Like I tried to keep my body, close to the ground, but the ground wasn't particularly stable either.
Bits of the roof are covered up. Very slippery. If we get intercepted by the US Navy, if I can get internet on this ship, then I can back everything up. And then they take us, they imprison us, whatever. But the footage, what you're watching right now, is going to be on the internet. All because of what we're doing right now.
Okay.
So if you're watching this, if you can see this video, it means the internet worked and we got it through. If you're not watching this, it means it didn't work.
But I had no choice, right? You slowly get used to the movement of the boat and you learn to stay low, and we set the internet up in no time, and I could get back to work backing up our footage.
What are you doing?
Just backing everything up, making sure it's everywhere. Everywhere. This one,
So where's that going?
my ass.
Okay.
Look how small it is.
Oh, it's teeny tiny.
Straight in my ass.
Go and notice the thing.
This one, on the front, in my penis. They're all these different options.
All right, yeah. For your satisfaction.
I can have a good trip. Maybe.
Now, the next challenge of the day, which is actually quite linked to me being scared on the roof, is needing to use this thing. Now, since the boat is constantly rocking back and forth, you need to secure the door while you're hovering over this seatless toilet. And if you're a socially minded person, you're probably going to want to flush when you're done. So you have to get this bucket and lower it over the side of the boat and fill it up with seawater before you even go in. Now, I used this toilet exactly once, like only on the first day. It was actually impossible to stay still, right? You're squatting over this thing, shaking back and forth, you're shitting everywhere, and it took me like 20 minutes to just clean up the mess that I made. And at that point, I made a vow that I just wouldn't poo ever again. And I'd just go mind over matter and just like hold it in for the next week.
Okay,
and
good.
it's not even about the sheer difficulty of like pooping. It's also the fact that you're just in this like stinky, confined plywood box, and it just makes you seasick immediately. So, feeling constipated is way better than that.
It's kind of what I
But it
want.
also became increasingly difficult to be inside the boat at all. Because it turns out the Aleksandrovich Memorial shaft was left constantly open to stop the engine room from overheating, which meant that the kitchen and the bunk beds were just dense with this like noxious diesel fume. So when the sun started going down, most people tried to find some space to sleep on the floor outside, which was harder than we originally thought because, we loaded multiple pallets of solar panels on the deck. So there wasn't a lot of space for sleeping. If you're lucky, you'd get a hold of one of the few gym mats that were lying around and, find a spare spot. Or you'd make really good friends with someone who managed to secure a spot themselves. Now, it got surprisingly cold at night on the high seas, which is something I didn't know about and I didn't really plan for since, all our luggage was in the hull. So I was just stuck in short shorts and apparently with my dick hanging out, so I was very cold. Now, there was obviously a lot of water lapping up onto the deck, and any smart person would have quickly claimed, the few dry spots on the ground, but I'm an idiot, and instead I focused on doing this. At this point, it was getting really cold and all the good sleeping spots had been taken, but I managed to get creative and realized I could sleep on the edge of this wooden pallet if I just kind of squeezed myself under the ropes that were holding the stack of solar panels in place. And after a night of sliding back and forth and like constantly waking up to my head hitting the edge of the boat, the sun was shining and it was our turn to cook for everyone, and I love cooking. Honestly, I felt pretty great. For a couple of minutes. It turns out what I was tasting in that moment was stomach bile, and I'd completely emptied my insides. Now, it had been about 24 hours on the boat at this point, and I somehow convinced myself that I had some kind of like genetic immunity to seasickness, but I mean, obviously I was wrong. Either that or like the stress of the trip had cultivated some kind of reverse bulimia where I had to vomit everything out before I could eat a meal.
So hungry, I vomited everything.
Just in time, eh?
But I couldn't keep any food down. Once the seasickness set in, it was actually horrible. Like, it was so bad. It felt like you were hungover and like super dizzy, but you're also forced to be on like this 600-kilometer long roller coaster. And it's not like one of those cool roller coasters where you get to have fun and kiss. It's like a roller coaster where you also have to do chores the whole time. Like even just getting a cup of water is so hard. Like it involves like tightrope walking and like washing dishes and squats. It was actually fucked. Like, I was just counting down the 72 hours until we landed, just praying it would all stop. And I guess my wish kind of came true because it was that moment that the engine died. It turns out it was probably a faulty alternator, so everyone was scrambling for solutions, right? Like, some people were trying to jerry-rig one of the solar batteries that we were taking to Cuba, while other people tried to set up an old generator to power the battery. And I was trying to address the issue by just continuously vomiting over the edge of the boat, but none of that fixed the alternator. So we were all out of ideas. We were just stuck there, just floating aimlessly in the middle of the ocean for hours and not getting any closer to Cuba. But it was kind of nice. I mean, without the deafening noise of the engine, it was a little bit easier to just lie perfectly still and ignore the seasickness. I kind of feel like I reached a level of zen in that moment because I didn't realize at all that we were about to be boarded by the military. I woke up, tried to work out what was happening, but everyone I spoke to was confused. I went to my laptop and realized that my very special strategy of uploading everything online was a complete failure. I had like half a terabyte of footage and literally none of it was uploaded. I should have guessed by the fact that it took about an hour to just like check the news every day. But yeah, my footage wasn't backed up anywhere. And obviously you are watching the footage right now, so I guess I managed to save it somehow. But in the moment, I thought it was game over. So for the sake of immersion, I need you to pretend that you're not watching this video right now. You're thinking about what's happening.
I hope it's one of the nice Navy ships.
What do you reckon? It look friendly?
I think it's smiling. I don't understand what's happening. He's like a shark. He came from that side, and now he's coming around there, and it looks like he's going to turn around this way as well. Just circling us until we get hungry and beg for mercy.
Thankfully, it was a false alarm. It turns out the captain had sent out a distress signal when the motor broke, and since we were in Mexican waters, a Mexican Navy ship came by to help us out, and after an hour or so, the engine was back on.
What is happening?
Now, this would have been a relief because it meant we were back on track to arrive in Cuba in 3 days, but I had a chat with one of the Mexican Navy guys, and he said something completely different.
The Navy man just said if we need 5 days to get to Cuba, and our crew says we need 3, and we have like half a alternator.
So it might be 3 days, but it also might be 5, and also it might be even longer depending on how many times we break down and whether we can fix the problem at all. And the entire time I'll either be vomiting or worrying about dying or going to jail. Like, I kind of felt like I was in hell.
So on the day before interception came,
For fuck's
the boat I
sake,
was on
man.
Sumut Flotilla broke 4 times. It was
4 times?
4 times engine failures. And when the engine stopped, it would be a noise like beep.
Oh.
So it was easy.
So this is easy.
It's not easy, but it's something like you kind of get used to. And if you want the mission to keep on moving, you just gotta take a light mood and work with it, make it work again. That's it.
But look, whatever I'd been doing for the whole trip obviously wasn't working. So I thought, I might try this like weird new South American thing called being happy. I gotta tell you, man, this new strategy was working out surprisingly well until nighttime, because it was my turn on the roster to stay up and stand guard as the night watchman. You see, on the Gaza flotilla, they'd get attacked by drones at night, dropping bombs, starting fires, or even spraying weird, like, harsh chemicals. It was up to me to wake everyone up if we were being attacked. But here's the problem, right? You look at this light in the sky, and you tell me whether that's a star or a passenger plane or a drone about to bomb us. Like, the sky is full of these things, and there's no decision that I can make here that isn't incredibly embarrassing, right? Either I'm the idiot who woke everyone up because he saw a star, or I'm the idiot who didn't warn everyone that we were about to get bombed. It was kind of shit either way, but I guess maybe it didn't matter. Like, I realize if I do get hit by a drone strike, I won't even know what happens. I'll just be gone. It kind of made me wonder if any of the fishermen over the past year have been in this exact same spot thinking the exact same thing, like thinking they might be seconds away from being hit. They're thinking about their family and all the things they've done in their life and just, praying that God will accept them into the crystal clear waters and sunny skies of fisherman's heaven. Like, it's funny to look back at it now, but I honestly thought I was gonna die and end up here. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, this video was such a massive risk. Like, not just for my own life, which, I'm very attached to, but even just the fact that, chances are we'd get intercepted and I wouldn't even have any of this footage at the end anyway. And the only way I can actually take these risks is thanks to our supporters on our Patreon. Thanks to you guys, I can take these bigger risks and make more important videos, right? And because I know the community is going to have my back if anything goes wrong. And outside of that, this is by far the most expensive video I've ever filmed. It costs a stupid amount of money to pull this off. So if you want to help us out with future videos like this, jump on the link in the description, and just for $5 a month, you can get a full-length exclusive video every month. Even if you hate me, it's worth $5 a month just to convince me to keep trying to kill myself. So it's a win-win for everyone. Like, you should just do it. Now, the rest of the days on the boat were all jiggled together into one long haze. The sun comes up, it's on one side of the boat, and then a little while later it comes down and it's on the other. You wake up sleeping on a pile of ropes, wearing the same clothes you wore for the past 3 days. You try to distract yourself from the fear by, filling up your day reading, playing Uno. The boat keeps rocking. Your mate Claudio, the 80-year-old Italian journalist, burns himself on the chimney, so you have to make a warning sign. You cook, you eat, you sing. You try to work out if that new ship on the horizon is going to board you. You wash yourself with the dangly exhaust hose that cools the engine. And then you're told we'll be arriving in Cuba tomorrow morning. The sun goes down on one side of the boat, and then it comes up on the other. And you wake up on a soggy gym mat in the same clothes you've been wearing for 4 days. And then you're told you're arriving in Cuba tomorrow morning. And the same thing happens the next morning. I honestly started to think maybe we had already been drone struck and we didn't even realize it, right? We were now in purgatory, and this was just our life for all eternity. Then one night, a bunch of tiny islands pop up on the radar, and in the morning, they pop up on the actual horizon. But I've been in purgatory for days, so I don't fully believe my eyes.
According to this, not in Cuba yet. No land. I don't trust it. I think the Americans are going to intercept us. It's too exciting. Don't sail towards it. It's a trap.
We decided to climb up on the roof and make sure these Cuban mountains were real.
You know what this place needs?
What?
The KFC. The KFC and some Trump towers.
Yeah, I think an Amazon fulfillment center would be nice.
Yeah, big AI data center.
I look at that and I see unrealized, potential.
I see potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing land is so special to me because it means I get to food, a bed, a shower, ground that doesn't move. Although I had an earthquake like a few days ago. That one's not so sure. But bed and shower and toilet, definitely gonna happen.
It turns out nothing was definitely going to happen because we just got news that a US ship had just moved to the outskirts of Havana.
You heard about the US ship outside of Havana?
Yeah, I'm telling you, if those Americans stop us, I will lose my mind. They could have stopped us at any point in this trip. They could have stopped us before we all threw up. They could have stopped us before we all spent 3 days in our own sweat and piss.
Sleeping outside on a wet floor.
But it turns out Cuba is a really, really long country, so that US ship in Havana will have to wait while we just sail along the coast for another 2 days. Until one night, at 3 a.m., we saw some lights. It was so weird looking at Havana, after staring at the sea for days. It dawned on me that we were actually going to make it now, which was a relief, but it was also incredibly sad because Havana's enormous, right? Looking at the size of this city spanning the entire coastline up to the horizon, I couldn't help but be terrified by the concept that there are millions of people in there that are living without the basic necessities of life. Well, I guess at least we made it. This Coast Guard was the first Cuban I spoke to.
Sí, mucha gente, claro.
He asked if I'd been to Cuba before, and when I told him I came 14 years ago, he immediately told me I probably have a 13-year-old kid here. And I was honestly a little bit embarrassed to know that my kid's first impression of me will be this, a guy that looks like absolute shit, but whatever. We made it back to experience this brutal communist dictatorship once again.
They have a giant statue of Jesus.
Well, maybe it's all going to be okay after all.
Yeah.
We need to look for the things we have in common.
Yeah, we all love Jesus. There's a lot of people there. You had your doubts, hey? Yeah, I was so sure I was getting on a boat to nowhere. Oh, what a horrible thought. Just lying there the first time, be like, I'm gonna die. Oh, llegamos. Llegamos.
I was so excited to finally end the seasickness, but no one told me about the land sickness.
I was so fucking dizzy, man.
It's a wobbly land. See what happens with a destabilized country.
I was so disorientated and thirsty and confused, but one thing I knew for sure is that these Cuban delegates were about to shake hands with the stinkiest people they've ever met.
Gracias por invitarnos. As soon as I got off the boat, I feel how disgusting and stinky and sticky I am. It's like there's just like a different sense of stickiness. But just like 10 seconds ago, I was like, oh, this is normal. As soon as I get on land, I'm like,
part of the marine
I'm covered in
ecosystem.
gel. I'm like a fucking slug.
I feel more like a shell.
Oh, yours is crispy?
Yeah, mine's
wet.
right off.
Mine's so,
Nice, you're going salamander.
Yeah. Crazy how much your mind ignores when you're on the boat. I got on land. I need a shit so bad. Like my whole body's just fucking. My body hates me right now.
But it turns out we'd have to wait a few more hours before we could do any of that because all these people had come down at sunrise to welcome us.
When do I get to do a poo? I need to do a poo.
Now, I didn't realize at this point, but we also needed to unload the 30 tons we'd loaded up in Mexico before we could get any relief. But it was done, and we finally checked into our hotel room. We were staying at Hotel Presidente, one of the many kind of affordable state-run hotels in Havana. Now, the special thing about this place is that the US government won't let you stay here if you're a US citizen. You have to go to a private hotel, or else you could face up to a penalty of 10 years in prison and $1 million fine. But I'm Aussie, so I don't have to worry about that. All I need to worry about now is having a shit and a shower. And even though the energy crisis meant that there was no hot water and occasionally there was no water at all, it was still 1,000,000 times better than the boat, and I felt relaxed for like the first time in a week, until I checked my phone.
You know what the Pentagon's new operation for Latin America is called? Operation Total Extermination.
What the fuck?
Operation Doing What the Devil Says. Why would you call it that?
Totally, it's not very diplomatic.
Makes it a little bit scared being here. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Total extermination, but I'm here.
It's just so lame, hey? It's just so obviously just a computer game playing kid.
Yeah.
Has suddenly too much power, you know?
But if I thought the news on my phone was bad, it was even worse on Dan's phone when he tried to access his bank account.
You're blocked from online services because you're in a sanctioned country or region. And then I'm like, oh, well, like I need to buy a sandwich. See details. We are obliged to manage our international sanctions risk, so you cannot buy a sandwich.
That's so nuts that a random fucking Australian bank will just like get rid of your account.
Yeah.
If you do anything here.
You cannot do anything. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll go and get a VPN thing. And then look, like I try to download this one. The App Store is unavailable in the country.
Oh, you got fucked.
Yeah, I can't even. VPN. All I want is a sandwich. I'm sanctioned.
That sucks for you, dude.
Why don't you spot me something? Come on.
I got my VPN on time.
Come on, just a little bit.
You gotta look at
You're
this.
complicit in this.
Cuba's a communist country. That's why things are so bad right now. I'm gonna learn from Cuba's mistakes.
You're just sanctioning me as
No,
well.
you know what? I think the value of money to you is actually so much more than it is to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna loan you the money. If you want $5 now, you have to give me $50 in a month.
Right. It's like a World Bank loan.
Yeah. You have to change. You have to restructure some of this stuff.
A little bit of changes. I'd like you to organize your wallet.
Yeah.
A little bit of financial management.
Now, to be fair, even if Dan was allowed to access his bank account, pretty much all the ATMs are down because of the energy shortages. So since I'm the guy who, took out money before the trip and, I need Dan to hold the camera and not be dead, I decided I won't let him starve for now. But anyway, the rest time was over and we had to find our way to the hospital to hand off all the aid that we brought. So the problem was that the hospital was like 10 kilometers away and it's incredibly difficult to get a taxi with barely any fuel in the country. But luckily, with the help of a world famous soccer player called Xi Jinping, Cuba set up a factory just outside of Havana pumping out thousands of these electric tuk-tuks, in response to the US cutting off all fuel from the country. It was pretty strange getting our first actual glimpse of Cuba. The streets were so empty compared to 14 years ago, and because the fuel blockade made driving nearly impossible, you had to go for all these weaker vehicles that used renewable energy, like, these 2 horsepower tuk-tuks or this 1 horsepower horse. But we finally arrived to this children's hospital that specializes in cardiovascular care, and it honestly felt surreal seeing all this aid reach its destination. And something tells me the nurses couldn't believe it either. For the past couple of months, all I could think about was this flotilla, but somehow the only thing I actually thought about was the flotilla as a political stunt, right? Getting on the boat and exposing to the world that the US is killing people through their blockade of Cuba, and hopefully, inspiring people and governments around the world to take action. But I didn't actually think about the real people that are going to receive the aid that we're bringing. Like, there are children in this hospital whose lives are going to be dramatically affected by this, 30 tons of food, medicine, and solar panels that we filled our little boat with. And honestly, I hadn't thought about the real-world impact of that.
Es algo maravilloso. Nos hacía falta, nos hacía falta. Ay Dios, ahora yo lo vengo sabiendo desde antes que lo anunciaron y me despertó ahí.
Gracias a ustedes por venir. Ustedes están haciendo una cosa. Miren, no es solo lo que ustedes aporten, están arriesgándose, vienen aquí a que después lleguen allá y lo puedan crear problemas, lo quieran meter. Eso es una cosa que no tiene precio. Agradecerles a ustedes lo que están haciendo y nos da un estímulo para seguir que ustedes no se pueden imaginar.
It was actually so nice seeing where all our aid was going, but it felt like a drop in the water. The hospital was running out of everything, from like medications to medical machines to simple things like gauze and bandages.
En un hospital del país, en donde podamos hablar cualquier país, hacen un reporte o dicen se rompió este equipo y no obstante viene el privado, dice bueno esta pieza cuesta tanto y al momento se lo pone. En el caso de nosotros no es tan así. Nosotros tenemos que hacer una contratación, ver si no nos está prohibido vendernos al país por el tema del bloqueo. Entonces se encarece todo y se demora mucho más que en cualquier mundo por esta situación. Aquí hacemos cirugía abierta, en este caso, donde necesitan muchos recursos estables. Estoy seguro que si no tuviéramos ese bloqueo fuera lo más rápido posible.
Tenemos dinero a veces en los bancos y no podemos utilizarlo porque hay bancos en algunos países que no aceptan transacciones con Cuba.
But lacking supplies and equipment is just like one of the many issues that they have to deal with here.
Simplemente el hecho de no tener combustible para poder bombear agua en una ciudad y tener abastecimiento de agua en un hospital, y sabemos lo que implica eso, es un gran problema de salud, de higiene.
Hay que estar muy atentos al uso de combustible. Por ejemplo, hay un área que no es posible que esté encendida, que es la parte de las consultas y demás, porque el combustible hay que ahorrarlo para la forma general, porque tenemos una terapia intensiva donde hay pacientes gravemente por su estado crítico y es necesario que se mantenga el hospital funcionando para la atención de estos pacientes.
La asfixia del bloqueo no solamente impacta de esa manera, impacta en el personal propiamente que trabaja, personal que viene a trabajar con miles de problemas, dejándolos atrás, dificultades inmensas, que vienen y que lo hacen a conciencia porque en gran medida lo que les remunera en estos momentos su trabajo no es suficiente dado la crisis que hay para poder garantizar todo lo que necesitan y también va siendo escaso. Realmente se trabaja como si estuviéramos un país en guerra pero sin bombas.
Ella es de provincia y entonces se va muy lejos y el transporte está difícil, a veces no hay combustible para que se traslade ese paciente.
After seeing it in person, I really don't understand how anyone's surviving here. I mean, the blackouts mean that the doctors have to operate the respirators by hand throughout the night. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I can't actually see how they're going to keep this going over the next few days, like let alone months or years. But the wild part is, even in the middle of this crisis, Cuba's still dedicated to making life-saving care available to everyone.
El eco que le han hecho, todos los exámenes, aquí ni un peso tenía que pagar, todo es gratis. Y la atención de los doctores, ¿para qué? Que compensa el mal rato que uno está pasando por la situación de los niños.
I mean, the fact that they still managed to keep healthcare free during this humanitarian crisis made me feel a little bit hopeful, right? Until I stepped outside and got a taste of reality. It turned out that one of the members of our flotilla, Tiago, had been arrested while flying home on his connecting flight in Panama.
I think the interrogation is so funny when, like, the entire thing is broadcast almost live, you know? Like, what were you doing? It's like, well, there's documented the entire time. Yeah.
Right after that, we heard that the other two boats from earlier in the video were meant to arrive today, but they had completely vanished on the high seas.
Just on the phone with the Mexican authorities, they're launching like a search and rescue thing because no one knows where the two sailboats went.
Holy shit.
So they are trying to find them.
But is there a worry that something happened?
We just don't know.
It might just be taking
don't know.
some time.
But there was literally nothing we could do about either of those things but, sit and be scared. So we decided to walk around the hospital and we bumped into this nice Swiss man, Franco Caval. He happens to be one of the best oncologists in the world. Like this man wrote the textbook on medical oncology. No, it was him. I checked. He's the guy who wrote it. As a world-renowned oncologist, he's particularly upset that Cuba is, blocked off from accessing vital cancer medications that he helped create, right? So he spends much of his free time visiting Cuba and trying to help, but he struggles to find any European company that dares to do business with Cuba because they're so scared of the Americans.
Actinomycin is an important drug in the treatment of many cancers in children. Cuba was buying that in the past, and there were worldwide 3 companies producing that. 2 of the companies were bought by the third one, which is an American company. So for years, children with cancer in Cuba didn't have that drug because the US company didn't sell that. So that's one example, but there are very many.
But it's not just humanitarian doctors like Franco that visit Cuba. Apparently, Western big pharma CEOs are coming here too.
They were a little bit interested because Cuba has an important research part.
Yeah.
And they have developed also a couple of interesting drugs, which were then bought by Western companies. I know from a very important CEO of a very important pharmaceutical company who came incognito to Cuba. Nobody was allowed to tell that he was going to see what they are searching for.
So I'm standing there on the street talking to a world-renowned cancer researcher, and he's telling me that, big pharma executives are entering Cuba secretly to collaborate on research projects without the US government knowing. But it's all just kind of difficult to believe, right? How does a Caribbean country, it's blocked off from trading with the world, how do they become a biomedical powerhouse making insane discoveries like, the world's only meningococcal B vaccine and luring big pharma execs with these breakthroughs? And, all the other Caribbean countries, they're still stuck researching who that guy was who let the dogs out. It just doesn't make sense. So the next day, we decided to visit the Neuroscience Institute to see how it's possible that Cuba's pumping out all these medical breakthroughs under siege. Now, this institute was on the other side of town, so we were facing the same problem we'd face multiple times a day in Cuba, finding transportation. Now, after being on land for so long, I was honestly missing the diesel fumes of the boat engine, so I decided to splurge and get a real petrol taxi to take us to the institute. And we're going there with our mate Daniel. He's a Cuban journalist working for the independent media outlet Belly of the Beast. They do awesome documentaries and on-the-ground reporting in a place that's always so saturated with fake news from mainstream media. So you can check him out in the video description. Now, Daniel joined our project as a producer, which is, a stressful job at the best of times, but he was also doing it under the constant threat of being bombed by a foreign country.
Realizing that your future, the future of those around you, ends up depending on, individual decisions of people that, in all honesty, couldn't give 2 shits about any of you.
Yeah.
It's daunting.
Yeah, sounds terrifying.
The idea of violence and the idea of mass invasion running through my mind. I keep having nightmares about it. They start bombing, I'm dead. A lot of people are aware that this is a real possibility, and those who are thinking it like that, would be there's not a single one that would say, hey, yeah, sure, they should bomb Havana. That's not a thing. You could find someone that tells you, sure, I hope the government changes, right? But bombs and bullets, they have no names. Once the shooting starts, no one's, stopping and say, oh, let's see if this guy was a communist.
After that fun chat in the taxi, we finally got to the Neuroscience Institute to meet up with Dr. Mitchell Valdez Sosa.
Don't panic if there's a power cut.
Okay.
The elevator will have no problem, and we'll just wait.
We can do the interview in the elevator.
All right, yeah.
Perfect.
This was the very first medical equipment manufactured in Cuba, a Cuban computer.
It turns out Cuba became a research hub thanks to this computer and a guy called Erwin Roy John, the father of quantitative electroencephalography and neurometrics. And look, I don't know what that means, but I was standing in front of a world-renowned scientist, so I just nodded along, right? Now, Erwin Roy John wasn't a fan of Big Pharma, and he was a massive fan of Cuba's universal healthcare system because, he's interested in treating people and not just making products for a company to sell to the highest bidder. So he wanted to do his research here.
Erwin Roy John was fired up with this idea, and he said, I'm going to bring to Cuba some computers with my software for studying the electrical activity of the brains. Of course, when he asked, for the permit, whatever, to export it, they said, oops, that's trading with the enemy. In the meantime, Fidel had talked to the university professors and asked them, you guys can make a computer? He said, we can. And looking at the user's manual, they started deducing, if this does this, it has to work in this way in the inside, on the plane. When Roy returned, ashamed. I wasn't able to convince the US government. We said, nope, we have our own computer.
We sorted that.
And that was how the Neuroscience Institute was started. Now, the research Erwin Roy John did here led to breakthroughs like this. And trust me, I Googled it. Like, I don't fully understand it, but they're definitely breakthroughs. And in Cuba, these insights were used to test every child in the country for neurological disorders like epilepsy for free. And in the US, these same breakthroughs are used to, charge parents upwards of $22,000 if they want to know if their kid has epilepsy. So it's no wonder Roy John opted to do his world-renowned research in Cuba, even though he knew full well that he would be blacklisted by the US government for doing it. Cuba is the only country in the world that had to develop everything themselves. From the ventilators that saved countless lives during COVID to screening devices for newborns and hearing aids, which by all accounts should be almost impossible to do. Like even in a country like the US, right? One of the biggest biomed industries in the world, they still rely heavily on global supply chains for all their medical treatments, right? No country can function without accessing the things that the rest of the world produces. But cutting off Cuba from the world isn't just cruel to this island nation of 10 million people.
There are people that feel, we're blackout, people that feel.
It's also cruel to everyday Americans who can't access any of Cuba's medical breakthroughs, such as, treating early onset Alzheimer's or healing diabetic ulcers without having to amputate a limb, which affects you. No, the person watching this, it affects you directly. Like you've been sitting here watching it for over an hour now, and that means that you're much, much more likely to develop type 2 diabetes.
Tens of thousands of amputations in the US and all over the world. The cooperation between the US and Cuba could save, from amputation, dozens of thousands of people a year. There's no right to harm a country, but you're also harming your own people. It's absurd. It's absurd.
This US policy of suffocation only really has one explanation.
They don't like the Cuban example. This is fractions of a cent. We provide our people with medicines at extremely low prices. In the US, the whole pharmaceutical industry is profit-driven. And this is the gigantic lobby. So this example of socialized medicine and preventive medicine, it doesn't fit into their profit-driven ideas. And they don't like the Cuban example.
The US has been doing this for the past 60 years, and it's crazy to think that these doctors and researchers are still making scientific advancements with an economic blockade and rolling blackouts. And we were about to experience a really big one that night while we were having beers with our 80-year-old friend Claudio at the hotel.
¿Y cómo subimos a la habitación al 10º piso?
It was pretty freaky, but sadly this was business as usual for the Cubans, and everyone was ready with emergency torches and emergency orchestral instruments.
Is someone just playing the flute outside in the middle of the blackout? Oh, there's a car coming. Someone's got a light. This would be so creepy if it wasn't for the flautist.
It turns out some people are even more prepared than the flute player, and they have their own backup generators.
Will our key cards... Oh, there we go. Hey, nice. I was wondering if our key cards will open the lock to the door.
Now, we've never been in a...
Be I black? Hi, Mark.
Citywide blackout before, so we took this opportunity to scope it out. Occasionally, you'll stumble upon a private business that managed to get a backup generator going, but generally it was just pitch black. Like, I can't imagine going through this multiple days a week. I mean, we barely found our way home in the dark, but we woke up to some even worse news the next morning. Our 2 boats were still missing.
It's quite scary. And then you think of all those songs we were singing.
About dying at sea. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I hope they're okay.
Yeah, and I think the thing that kind of got me today is that they did a search and there was no one. Oh, there's nothing we can really do.
Yeah.
Just wait and see, and hopefully they come down to that harbour over there.
Yeah.
To the end of this street, and we go give them big hugs.
Now, to get our mind off of our potentially dead friends, we decided to, talk to some people whose lives were comparatively worse to make us feel better. So we went to Centro Havana, one of the poorest parts of the city, to see how everyday people were living under the blockade. We thought the best place to start was at the Community Medical Center to speak to Dr. Roxana. She agreed to chat with us about how the community was dealing with the blockade, but I also realized I had an opportunity to get free healthcare, so I wanted to get that sorted first.
Usted pregunte y aquí estamos para aclarar todas sus dudas y...
Primero tengo una tos.
Roxana, dile la verdad. Dile que Dios por aquí queda.
Si es algo serio.
So apparently there's one of these community clinics every couple of blocks in Cuba, and they're actually community doctors, right? They spend half their day in the clinic like a normal GP, then they spend the rest of their day going around doing routine checkups at people's houses. So your average Cuban will have a GP visit them every 2 weeks for checkups, not just when they're sick, but like all the time. In Australia, we got so much money and resources, but you'll never, ever get that amount of attention from a doctor. I'm lucky if I get 5 minutes with a GP when I'm sick, let alone if I feel perfectly fine.
Yo tuve un problema en Australia hace 20 años. Yo fui enfermo cada vez y no sé por qué. Y fui al doctor y hacemos muchas investigaciones. Pero el problema fue que yo no he lavado mis manos por 1 año. Y por eso fui enfermo cada vez. Pero el doctor no ha visitado mi casa y por eso no sabe que yo soy tan sucio.
Por eso es fundamental, tienes que ver al paciente íntegramente con todo. Lo tienes que ver con todo, porque hay enfermedades psicológicas que te afectan orgánicamente, hay enfermedades orgánicas que descompensan la parte psicológica. La higiene es fundamental para todas las demás enfermedades, entonces todo tú lo tienes que ver todo en conjunto, que es la base de todo el Sistema Nacional de Salud.
I was honestly amazed by the Cuban health system, and frankly I found it embarrassing that a country with nothing can offer their citizens much more than a rich country like Australia. But this phone call that interrupted us was an instant reminder of the reality of what they're going through under the blockade. Just like the hospitals, there were barely any medical supplies left in the country, and everyone's just trying their best to get a hold of some. We decided to follow Roxana around that day while she did a house visit, so we could get a better feel of how regular Cubans are dealing with the unfolding humanitarian crisis. Her first patient was Glenda, a 79-year-old woman who was diagnosed with diabetes. And after her checkup, she agreed to chat with us about, how she's been dealing with the blackouts.
¿Es posible saber cuándo no vas a tener
hay veces sí, hay veces. La mayor parte de las veces la empresa eléctrica no puede pronosticar porque no sabe.
Sí. Pero para mí es muy difícil aprender cómo funciona esto.
No, lo difícil es saber por qué no reímos todavía.
Pero sería difícil todo, por ejemplo, si no hay corriente, ¿cómo se cocina la cena?
Exactamente. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que hacemos nosotros? Cuando viene la corriente, hay que levantarse a resolver ese problema. Hacer los frijoles, esto, lo otro, para que sea nada más.
Y eso puede ser a las 3 por la noche.
A las 3 de la mañana. Puede ser cuando sea.
Dice, a eso le suma el agua. Tienen que entonces, esa es otra.
Por ejemplo, para lavar hay que tener en cuenta, uno, que haya agua. Porque aunque haya agua en la cisterna, si no hay electricidad para poder impulsarla. 2, que el motor sirva, porque esa es la otra historia. y 3 que hay electricidad. Hay que conjugar las 3 cosas y a veces no. El otro día estuve 2 días con la lavadora de ropa sin poder lavar.
It turns out Glenda was 13 years old when the revolution happened, and because she knew how to read and write as a teenager, she volunteered to go teach in the countryside as part of this, sudden nationwide push to eliminate illiteracy. And what she saw in the Cuban countryside in 1960 broke her.
Y ahí me di cuenta qué cosa era realmente el capitalismo. Por los campesinos sin ropa, los niños con la barriga llena de parásitos. La situación tan grave que había es donde yo alfabeticé, que ahí la situación era morirse de hambre, era la realidad que se vivía en ese momento. A mí se me murió en los brazos un niño de 2 años por asma. Eso fue un golpe para mí tremendo. O sea, yo tengo eso grabado en mi mente. A mí no hay que me haga cuento de que buenos son los americanos, ¿no? Ni el capitalismo, mentira. Eso es cuento.
I noticed this weird souvenir clock she had on her wall as well, and it turns out she's experienced capitalism more than once. In 2009, the South African government was giving out flights to people who wanted to volunteer in local communities, and she obviously jumped at the rare opportunity to, see the world that she'd been locked out of.
Pero date cuenta que en Sudáfrica yo fui a una comunidad que tenía 500.000 personas viviendo en casucha, con las mínimas condiciones. Increíble eso, era algo. Y uno de los problemas que tenían ellos más complicado era que no sabían cómo enterrar a los muertos, porque era muy caro. Y entonces las comunidades tenían un consejo que tú tenías que pagar todos los meses para cuando te murieras te pagaban el entierro. Y entonces cuando yo dije allí, ay, pero si el entierro en mi país es gratis, dice, ¿cómo que es gratis? Pero si es gratis, dice, no, aquí no, es horrible. No sé allá en Australia cómo será.
Se puede sacar, ¿cómo se dice? Insurance, seguro. Seguro. Sí, puedes sacar seguro para cuando Eso es algo popular, no sabe. Hay comerciales en televisión.
Pero muy caro.
Tienes que sacar seguro para morir. Eso no existe.
No. Esto es bueno. Aquí todo es
me voy a Cuba cuando quiero morir. Para hacerlo aquí.
Y te garantizamos el tiempo, no te preocupes. Está bien, bueno, ya saben, aquí nos tienen cuando ustedes
gracias.
Si quieren tomar café, vuelvan otra vez, que todavía me queda. A 3 días me queda.
Hopefully one day I get to come back and take her up on the coffee, but I mean, getting to Cuba wasn't easy. And when I turned on the TV that night, it felt like getting to Cuba was almost impossible. Like, our missing boats were primetime news in Cuba, and we were starting to get really worried for our friends. But being scared for your friends and family is just a taste of the daily lives of Cuban people who, they're either facing starvation or like a full-on invasion. Like the next news story was about university students training to defend themselves when the US invades. Like, there isn't a single part of these people's lives that isn't affected by the blockade. Like, from the simplest things like garbage trucks struggling to get, the few drops of fuel left in the country so the streets overflow with rubbish, to completely empty tourist centers. Like, literally nothing is coming into this country. But in the middle of all this, the weird part is that life somehow goes on. Like, the country's slowly suffocating, right? They're facing a humanitarian crisis on the horizon, but everyone's just trying their best to live their lives in any way they can. Like, I spoke to so many people during this trip, and obviously the video is already enormous, so I had to cut a bunch of stuff. But if you want to see the full uncut conversations with everyday Cubans, jump on the Patreon because I'll be uploading all of them there. But the same thing happened in all these conversations, right? I kept trying to do the maths. Like, if the average salary is like $20 a month and a bag of rice costs $12, how is it possible that anyone's surviving? And I asked this question to every Cuban I met, and every person had pretty much exactly the same answer. They all told me that they had no idea either. It's crazy. Like, a couple of days later, we found out that our friends weren't dead, which is, it's a massive relief. And the rest of our humanitarian aid made it to Cuba. And obviously the Cubans were ecstatic that, someone out there cares about what's going on. But the reality is that what's on those tiny little boats can only go so far. Like, things are getting really, really bad in Cuba. Like, people are dying, and everyone else is just living on borrowed time. And this was the point of the blockade for the past 60 years. When enough people starve to death, the Cubans won't have many options left, right? They'll get desperate, and they'll eventually dismantle the socialist system they've built. I mean, unless the US gets bored of waiting and invades them first. But either way, the mafia will get their cities back, the plantation owners will get their slaves back, and the US will get their sugar companies back. And the people of Cuba, they can look forward to becoming just like all the other capitalist third world countries around them, like Haiti and Dominica, or even Puerto Rico, right? Which is actually part of the US, but they haven't had a functioning electricity grid for the past 9 years anyway. Like, these countries experience some of the worst living standards in the world, and their lives are about to get much worse because the US recently kicked all the Cuban doctors out of the third world as part of the blockade. So I guess Haiti doesn't have any healthcare now either, and it made me think about all these places from, Haiti to Somalia where, people can't afford food and everyone's slowly starving to death. In all these places, it's kind of really hard to even work out where to start, right? Like, how do you fix this? Who's going to invest? What would they even build there? Is it going to go to the right people, right? But the tragedy of Cuba is that they've already set everything up on their own. They got world-class healthcare, they've got the infrastructure and the know-how. Like, the only thing we need to do is just stop fucking with them, Like, literally the only thing the world needs to do is just treat them how we treat any other country in the world, right? Let them buy food, let them buy fuel, let them buy medicine. Just let them sell stuff. I don't know, we just need to be normal. At this point in the video, I'd usually provide a link, right? Like, I want to share a fundraiser for Progressive International that's planning to bring more aid boats to Cuba, but the US has sanctioned them too. So honestly, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't usually say this, but I'm completely out of ideas. It's up to you guys. Like, you need to do everything you can to stop your governments from killing these people. We like to watch a lot of doomsday preppers, a lot of gun guys, just a lot of just like exciting men who are prepared to do violence to protect their homes. But I think we've actually come across the king of the preppers.
Yes.
He has done things you can't even imagine or really understand.
Just the most unhinged, probably the craziest man we've ever found.
Either way, he's fucking terrifying. So come watch him with us.
If you're watching this video, I'm either dead or I've been captured.
I'm going to share with you what it's like to deal with Latin American gangs from personal experience.
I'm going to talk with you today about how to carry a knife in non-permissive environments. What is a non-permissive environment? Any place that you really shouldn't have a knife.
What you're about to hear may sound like a new action movie, but this is the story of my life.
Right now, I'm going to discuss traveling abroad, being a convicted felon in the United States. We're in a beach in Israel.
Convicted felon, everyday carry. I mean, he seems pretty fucking cool. Private security contractor in Latin America. Oh my God. So he's like a mercenary, and then he comes back home to America and just films like influencer stuff.
Yeah, but this is not the guy we should be making a video on. Making fun of this guy that's gonna...
What if we just watch him and we say everything's good?
We love you.
This is really cool.
A couple people have asked me what to do in a riot recently. There's been riots going on. Greg here, Bone Tactical, by the way. It's super important that you learn gray man theory, okay? And there's nowhere else on YouTube that you can learn the real gray man theory other than my channel. So
the gray man, we always hear about them talking about gray man.
Oh, this is
so like you blend in, so no one suspects you. But secretly you have like a fucking howitzer
just in your pants.
Yeah.
This man's not a gray man though, because this is the man I would suspect.
Watch my Gray Man Theory videos. It's a playlist, Gray Man Theory. It's incredibly it's life-changing information.
I just don't think a guy who looks like this kind of like jacked, bearded man, there's a very limited amount of situations which he looks normal.
Especially not in Honduras.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, you are obviously a mercenary. Like, I don't know. I feel like a guy like this is either a mercenary in South America or just like a guy in a gay bar.
Look what's going on around you. Those guys, like I said, for the Nationalist Party were wearing red, so I would chant that saying, okay? And then I would have to throw on some red, or at one point in time I had to cross over a bridge. I was protecting a load. I was working private security, moving stuff from point A to point B.
What is it? Come on, dude. What is that?
What kind of stuff?
That? These people are protesting and you're doing like weapons shipments to the government or some shit. Like, what?
And also, you don't blend in. If you're on the back of a truck and you're like, got a red bandana, they're not going to be like, oh, that guy protecting the weapons. That's fine.
He's one of us.
He's one of us. Let him
through. Let him through the government soldiers. Let's watch another one. This is ridiculous.
Fortifying a place of residence. Yeah, let's watch that.
Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. Today we're going to talk about home hardening. We're going to talk about...
This is not tactical. He's wearing a pegboard that I have in my garage on his fucking shirt. I've got my pegboard here. I can put a hammer, a screwdriver, whatever.
I put a calendar on there as well. It's kind of like a mood board. Yeah, it is just a pegboard with cable-tied piece of like vinyl or something.
That is a gun holster. I like his house though. The fucking aesthetics.
It's pretty. It does not look very hard. It looks like you can knock it down with a rock. He has not hardened this house. Maybe he's going to show us
how he hardens this house.
We're going to talk about some things that you can do to strengthen your place of residence against threats. Threats of violence, threats from humans, threats of things of that nature.
Yeah, imagine how much of an arsehole you have to be like, people are going to want to break my door down and murder me.
Yeah.
It's just a normal thing that everyone goes through. It's just a very common problem. That's why I have so many subscribers.
Yep.
We're not all like antisocial psychos. This is just a thing that normal people worry about.
But to talk a little bit about where I'm at, this is a property here in Honduras that we were able to acquire because this area, this farm, got so dangerous for the locals that were living here that we were able to basically acquire it at a very low price.
No. Here's my assumption of what has happened.
How did he acquire it?
You got these farmers. They were kicking up a stink because obviously the coffee production in South America is really, really exploitative. Maybe they'll try to unionize. Maybe they'll try to fight, and the government fucking clears them all out. And there's like a low-intensity civil war there. Everyone has to flee, and then the mercenaries get the properties.
And the mercenaries are hired by the people that the billion-dollar company that owns it.
Yeah, so but it's like, oh, there was some fighting between coffee workers and someone, maybe me. Maybe they were fighting me and I took their house.
We're gonna really do some home hardening out here, and I'm gonna talk to you guys and share with you guys about those things that you can do. This area is very dangerous for the stealing of high value items. You guys know that I've been very involved with the cardamom trade here recently.
It's cardamom. That's his big thing that he has to get through the rights.
Like cardamom, I don't understand. If it was saffron. Oi.
Yeah, but saffron's so shit.
Yeah, but it's so expensive. Yeah. I'm like, that's valuable cargo.
Well, I don't think he's worked his way up to there. I think the more like tactical, well-trained mercenaries, they're doing saffron. He's just the cardamom guy.
Yeah.
Here, the threat, and this is what I'm talking about, being aware of your surroundings and being realistic. You have to be realistic, first of all. What is your threat?
Well, I don't grow much cardamom here, so don't have much of a threat.
Yeah, no one's trying to steal my cardamom. I have like about like this much in the pantry.
Not that much?
Yeah. No.
What do you need to protect your home against? In this case, the real threat was armed invasions. We need to fortify this area against people. Your major threat may be just having a fire.
The worst thing is people watching this like, I wish there was an angry family of Honduran coffee farmers that wanted to invade my house. It's just like...
And he said your threat may be having a fire. Are we Neanderthals? If the world actually gets to a stage where we have nothing and fire, having the power of fire makes you a threat, then you're completely...
No, it's your house catching fire.
No, I thought he was talking about like...
People want to come and steal your fire.
Yeah, because he said having electrical heating.
Maybe there's bands of people trying to steal your fire.
All right, guys, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the actual house itself and home hardening. These are very important topics. If you haven't already built your home yet, then it's really important that you think about this. Homes built in the United States are a lot of time built out of sticks and drywall, and they're just extremely weak. It's not...
Is he really doing the three pigs and the wolf kind of thing? I don't understand. But also, people that are watching this aren't just able to rebuild their entire home.
No, also the kind of people with the money to just knock down their entire house and rebuild it out of a different material probably should be robbed by an angry mob of people.
Yeah, but also they're not building their house out of fucking straw. Who are you talking to? I don't know. An African villager.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to mention is you want an open space, okay? You want layers of barrier of entry, and you want an open space around your house, what we like to call a killing field.
Oh, what's this? This is just watering my killing fields. just like the fact that you own a house and you're thinking about all dead bodies around your house. You're trying to think of a scenario where you could have as many dead bodies around your house as possible.
I want the killing
fields.
You want that open area. From there, we're going to get into barriers of entry. What's going to slow somebody from coming into, and then once if they do, God forbid, have a successful mission and kill you or rob you, it's what's going to prevent them from leaving quickly. So,
what mission?
I don't care. If they killed me, they can leave as quickly as they want.
But you got to make sure you don't get teabagged after you die. It's so stupid. I'm just trying to get into the mind of people who are watching this. Do you think that someone's put out like a hit on you? You watching a YouTube video?
No, he must be describing a very niche situation that only applies to him because he owns all of the cardamom in Honduras or something.
We've got idea of barriers of entry. It could be a river with alligators, could be a moat.
A river with alligators?
No, this is for medieval people, what he's describing. This is advice for medieval people with a castle. You know what would actually be great home security? You just plant 1 million cactuses.
Oh, that's good. What about just a bunch of rakes? Just rakes on the ground.
Rakes is good as well.
Yeah. What about you? You get a big flat wall that you paint your house with like a beautiful entrance and a pile of gold in there, and then you'll run in, smack into the wall.
That's good. Or you do that where there's multiple painted tunnels, but only one of them is a real tunnel.
Yeah, and you know which one it is.
Yeah.
Also, something else that we use down here is a double gate system. So the outside world has a barrier of entry to get in. You're dealing with this one person. You've got guard towers here on the 4 corners, or at least one of the corners, and you're assessing that person. You've got another guard that goes down and checks.
How do you have all these employees? Where is this relevant when you're suddenly the mayor of a tiny fiefdom?
Yeah.
You've got 100 people operating the drawbridge. I don't understand. This man is schizophrenic. This is crazy.
Who was he making this video for?
Now, you might be watching this and thinking you need to harden your house against physical threats. But what if we told you the real threat is inefficiency, and what you really need to be doing is hardening your spreadsheets and receipts with the sponsor of today's video, Odoo, the all-in-one management software.
My favorite aspect is Odoo's project application, which is a comprehensive and flexible project management solution that enables individuals and businesses to track project progress, deadlines, and resources while collaborating in real time.
The best part is you can choose between these 3 attractive views. Number 1, Kanban. This organizes tasks by stage, which can move around like sticky notes, which keep your pipeline well organized.
Gantt. This view is a timeline that gives you an overview of your tasks, their dependencies and scheduled dates. Then you have List, which is a simple list which displays all the data you need. You can also perform batch actions, which is both simple and also powerful.
Within each task, you have the chatter where you can send emails, add log notes, and schedule activities like calls, to-dos, meetings, and more. All these features let you collaborate more efficiently and by centralizing and managing information in one place and allowing you to collaborate in real time with multiple colleagues.
Do you know the number 1, 2 best part is? It's free! Odoo allows you to manage your projects for free! With its one app, free for life offer, including unlimited hosting and support.
Free!
So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and get Odoo today.
Now back to killing farmers and trafficking cardamom.
The next topic that we discussed already, touched briefly on, is deterrence. You want to make your place a hard target. You want people to look at your house and think, I'm gonna go rob the neighbors. You know, if you're a guy like me, you don't mind making the place ugly. Maybe you've got to deal with your wife or girlfriend who's telling you, well, the place has to look good too, and this and that. Okay, well then you got a whole nother level of difficulty to deal with. But
what do you make sure you got to do? You got to vomit on yourself, and then you go out on the street. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's a fucking homeless guy. He doesn't even have a house."
Babe, I know you're telling me not to shit on the floor, but if I shit in the toilet, someone's gonna rob the house.
Yeah.
Shit on the floor, put it on the doormat.
So what are some different ways that you can monitor your property? Comment below if you know some different ways that you can monitor your property, and I'm going to show you one way while I'm showing you an inside view of the house.
Perfect grey, man. Perfect grey. No one suspects. This is just an abandoned house full of bats. Lie. I've got $100 million in here.
Of cardamom. Well, this is amazing. I've never seen a video like this.
So directly in line with monitoring and surveillance, we have got this camera that was sent to me.
Wait, he doesn't explain the bats?
No, the bats are monitoring, and also you said you got to
they tell him if someone comes in.
Yeah, and also you got to make the place look dirty.
I have not had time to open this yet, but I'm going to open it right now. I'm going to show you guys.
It's now an unboxing video in a room full of bats. What the fuck is going on? Where are you? Is he sponsored, or is he just like crazy?
Is this all just prompt you? No, it's not sponsored. It's affiliate
link. This is, I mean, either way, it's the best affiliate link sponsorship I've ever seen.
Also, how can the bats get in if your house is so fucking secure?
One of the absolute most important things about home defense is having a plan. Okay, you need to have a very serious consideration of whether you're going to call 911 or not. I personally would never. Any kind of a situation that I'm going to deal with, the simple fact of the matter is the police are going to arrive after the damage is done, and they're going to look for somebody to arrest.
Well, so if you survive the fight, I imagine in this scenario, you've killed a bunch of people. He's like, I'm not calling 911 because they're going to arrive
and arrest
me because I've beheaded this guy.
They discovered my killing field.
Coming from a guy who has been arrested and done time simply for defending myself in a situation that I would not be alive to talk about had I not defended myself, I went and did time for that.
Okay. Look, there's going to be a record of this. What the fuck is going on?
What is going on? Greg Tambone, he served time. For a bar fight? He's a rapist?
Was charged with rape.
So now he just lives with bats?
Wait. How did you rape someone in self-defense? It was gonna punch me, so I thought I had to rape him first.
I wouldn't be alive if I didn't rape that man. What is this? Is he a fucking Israeli contractor? What's going on? Greg Tambone pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of sexual battery, a Class A misdemeanor, and was sentenced to 18 months of probation in order to pay restitution.
Raping a woman? Is this the same person?
Florida? How many Greg Tambones are there in Florida? So that's why he went to prison.
Is that him? Former political prisoner Greg Tambone?
What's going on?
The deep dive into this man's life is amazing.
What the fuck is this?
Wait, type Greg Tambone bar fight, because maybe he didn't do the rape.
No, the same.
No, I don't know if he did the rape. I think he was in a bar fight.
No, that's what he says. He's a fucking psycho.
Oh, let's look this up.
Wait, you gotta look it up here.
This man's gonna fucking sue us.
Why don't we click on that?
It's the same man.
It's fucking him, I told you. Oh, God. Let's never release this video, actually.
We're gonna need to...
He's gonna fucking murder us.
This man's coming to our house.
Yeah, let me tell you, man, the American government's fucked. If you're the last man standing at a rape, you just get arrested.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I never call 911.
Yeah, because I'm raping people.
Now, watch me do my unboxing in a room full of bats. You're right, this is a schizophrenic man.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to release this video. I don't think we should. There's just realizing that you were completely right. Before we even clicked on the channel, you said this man is going to come and kill us.
Yeah, I didn't realize how crazy this man was.
Because what's going to happen when the police get there, they're going to take your gun from you. They're going to try and find that his foot fell outside the door, so now you're going to jail. And if not, and the police get there and everything was legal and they can't arrest you, then the family of the person you killed is going to sue you for everything you have.
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah,
now that the rape thing's out and he's making up a story around it, all we can really know is that he's in an abandoned house full of bats. That's the only truth to this entire thing.
Now, thinking about your house being assaulted, if it is a person that's assaulting your house, you're going to want that area to shoot from.
What else could my house get assaulted by?
Bats. He obviously lost that war.
Did you give yourself the advantage? The way to do that is to have an armored area of your house that you know is bulletproof. What do? I fill this with concrete, make it 3 feet thick, and put a little hole right here. Oh, that hole looks cute. What is it? Oh, it's modern art design. It's modern art.
Who are you pretending for? Who's visiting this place in Honduras to this mercenary's house and he has to be like, it's just modern art. It's that no one visits you apart from freaks like you.
But there's a lot of people that watch this and think that this is fine. What are the comments? Some excellent advice I've heard was fortify your master's bedroom with exterior door, then fortify your master closet or master with exterior door as well. Multiple layers. Yeah, very good.
Full Spectrum Dominance is his name. You are fucking crazy. There's only one spectrum I can think of here. Great info. I've been doing a lot of these same things over the years. Just moved into a new house and the first thing I did while changing the locks was take out the 1/2-inch screws in the door plates and replace them with 3-inch. I need bigger screws. The difference between 2 kicks to get in and 5 or 6 can mean life or death. How much of an asshole do you have to be to think that people are going to do this to you?
So having a plan is so much more important than having any kind of a Rambo sense. We don't want to go Rambo with all this kind of stuff, okay? We definitely don't want to try and go crazy or over the top.
Don't go over the top.
Don't go over the top with my alligator.
Well, what have you not gone over the top with?
Yeah, I don't know.
His whole life is a mystery.
If your compound gets breached and you see everybody around you dying and you're one of the last few people there, at what point, it's a final option, but at what point do you bug out? How do you get out, and do you have a bug out plan?
This is all of these problem and all of America is that everyone has main character syndrome.
Yeah.
So they constantly think, if something goes bad, I'm the most important person, so everyone is coming for me. It's no one gives a shit about you. Stop fucking thinking about yourself.
But also that kind of behavior alienates you from anyone around you, which are actually the useful people in these situations.
Yeah.
Having friends who are neighbors, being able to barter stuff, being able to fucking farm, having a community, that's so much more important than being fucking Count Dracula in the mountains of Honduras. I don't even know.
It's fucked.
There's all kinds of things that you can do.
that are
Dude, it's
automated
fucking
weapons as well.
fried.
You can have, if something goes bump in the night, you can set off your car alarm, and that'll be a signal to create distraction.
There is no, I actually don't think he's a consultant because he is rambling and just disconnected stuff. I don't know. I feel actually quite bad for him now.
Yeah, I
think
tend to agree.
I think the
He
reason
doesn't know how to
why it's
actually
interesting is
speak
that
and
this is
explain stuff.
almost like this is the most
As if he's doing
exaggerated
it for the
schizophrenic
first time.
tactical kind of guy we've found. But a lot of them are almost here. Yeah, and it's like it's kind of funny because he's like this character showing this to people is kind of like this is what you look like.
Yeah,
like this is who you are.
It is freaky that he's only like a millimeter away from the other home defense guys.
Yeah.
But he is like everything about him is actually completely baffling. Like he is a homeless man squatting in a bat's nest in Honduras, and you're watching him for lessons. He's not going to explain the bats.
No.
This is a little Easter egg for us.
So the final thing I want to really discuss today, guys, is maintenance and upkeep. You know, don't let your house get to be looking like this. Don't let it get to the point where it's just fully let down. All right?
The only reason this house looks like this is because some coffee farmers were fucking cleansed out of their homes by potentially a multinational corporation potentially hiring this man. But it's like no one's house looks like this.
No, it does if you live in a third world country and you're a farmer. This is what a fucking normal farm.
You don't have bats inside your farm.
No, bats means that no one's living.
No
there
one's
for a
living in
very
this
long
house.
time.
Bats and like no heater, no anything.
Yeah.
I appreciate your support. That's how I can keep these videos coming. I can keep devoting the time and energy and effort into this by you guys sharing, subscribing to the channel, sharing this video. This is free. You guys are getting this completely free. Okay, it's all free.
Imagine if you had to pay for this.
Well, he's got a merch store, bonetactical.com. Okay, what do we want? Force multipliers?
Yeah, I want force multipliers.
Big nasty bone opener. Yuck.
So $200 for a
can open a screwdriver knuckle duster.
AliExpress bullshit,
so
probably.
expensive. Bone occlusion bracelet.
Wait, he's selling a garrote?
Oh, you reckon that's what that is? I thought it was just like
Yeah,
really
it's for
shitty
strangling
fashion.
people.
Not only the most effective piece of clandestine operations gear in its class, the bracelet brings a sense of inherent rustic elegance to any outfit. I love how they have to be gay about murder. It's so funny.
Prior to Greg's innovations in the area, there had been no major updates to this class of operational equipment since World War II.
Is he the only person
So
running this
really
business? There's
perfect.
no way there's like a copywriter being like, yes,
Such a
very good,
simple
Greg,
tool,
you
man.
visionary rapist.
We already know like,
Crusader
how it's
bracelet,
supposed
this
to
is the
look
thing.
like.
Check this shit out.
Can't really
Each
improve it.
bracelet bears the mark of the cross and a Latin inscription in hoc signo vinces, adding a touch of historic significance and faith. So he's like a Christian rapist kind of guy. In this sign you will conquer. All right, he's doing the Crusades.
Can you go back? I want to see that $2,000 axe. That was pretty fucking cool.
This.
Yeah, $2,000 axe.
Now world renowned for making the strongest and sharpest tomahawks, Greg started.
Why would you need a fucking tomahawk?
So funny, right?
Greg.
If you write about yourself in third person, you do sound more important.
No, but you also sound more like a child.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what this man's life is. It's so fucking confusing.
He's an enigma.
He is a grey man because you don't know what he is.
You know, he's either an enigma with an interesting life or schizophrenic, and I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
He does, at the end of it, I was like, he just sounds like he's making shit up.
But he has the kind of mental acuity to at least set up a merch store. But the fact that he's writing about himself being a visionary, like he invented the best axe in the world, is so funny. Yeah, I think like regardless of whether he is actually an international mercenary who's done all this stuff, or he's just a schizophrenic guy in a house full of bats, he's just a very unpleasant person, very scary guy either way.
Yeah.
And I don't think we should release this video.
No.
Insane. Okay. Oh. What's the thing here? Right. Where's the... Ah, I see. Can't get in there. So I have to go back.
That nasty old crab's up to no good again, is she? Well.
Hi, I'm William Osmond. These are my friends Michael, Alan, and Kevin. We're gonna drive my Taylor Dunn 420 miles across California to open sauce. We have 1 week to make improvements. Starting now, we need a bigger motor, we need bigger batteries to drive 400 miles. And if we get stuck somewhere, we might be totally screwed. I have a lot of things to do. I don't know why we do this to ourselves. This is, I mean, the aftermath, I'll be proud. Type 2 fun. How does Kevin feel about suffering?
My name's Kevin and I like to suffer. That's why I agreed to go on this trip. We have to drive over 400 miles, so where are we gonna get all that power? The sun. So I'm gonna build a rack on top of the Taylor Dunn. I'm gonna put solar panels on top of it. If my calculations are correct, that gives us over 30 miles a day of free power.
For the past several weeks, maybe over a month at this point, we've been trying to get a license plate for the Taylor Dunn. Today, I go in the mailbox and I open it up.
Okay.
And it's my application with a second form stapled to it. It says that I need to fill in the missing parts of the application, but there's no missing parts of the application. I submitted this like 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And today, 2 weeks before it's needed, rejected. And they told me to go to the DMV field office. And I did. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special equipment license plate for the Taylor Dunn. And the registration sticker expires in 2030. You can now legally drive the Taylor Dunn on streets because you need to go to a farm. You can't use it to go to McDonald's. If we get pulled over and the officer sees this, they're gonna say, sorry, I have clearly made a huge mistake. Continue on your way. Also, the fact that we're white is gonna help a lot. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it. Kevin, listen, it's not-
I was secretly hoping that it would be rejected, and we just...
I know that's how you think, but I want you to know that I've been planning the route right now, and every time I look at the map, I realize how fucked we are.
That's not helping.
We're going to die. I've been driving it with Google Street View. We are going to die.
All right, John, it's just you and me. We're going on an adventure. We have to go pick up solar panels for the Taylor Dunn, all the way in Santa Barbara. That's like an hour away. If there's traffic, it might take 2 or 3 hours. So that means that we say there's traffic, and then we spend 2 or 3 hours doing something else. Yeah. John, this isn't fair. I'm driving. Can you see the reflection of my cards in the window? Are you cheating, John? Do you go fish? This sucks, John. What are the Bing cherries? What are Bing cherries, John? You wanna stop and get some cherries? Ooh, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, John. All right, let's go. Look at this, John. Grapes, fresh off the vine. That's the freshest grape I ever had. It's so good. Okay, John, we got some nectarines and some fresh strawberries. Ooh, I wonder what Will's up to right now.
I don't really work on cars like this. This is brand new to me. I sort of just I leave all the parts on him and replace the broken ones. Taking like a big part of it off is new.
There's rust all over my phone.
I wonder where the rust is coming from.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh God, yes. All right, come on out. Come out. Come out from under there. You. Oh, get out. Get out. Get out.
There's nobody here, John. There's nobody inside.
Yo.
There's nobody here.
What the fuck, dude?
So he's like 30 minutes away. He didn't know that there was supposed to be a pickup.
It literally just has a fucking address for a business.
Temporarily closed business according to Google.
What the fuck, dude?
If you saw the place, I think you would understand.
Okay. That makes... Okay.
All right, let's get some solar panels. Are you hungry, John? Yeah? We still have some strawberries left. No? There's a barbecue. Oh, barbecue. Barbecue. Aren't they so cute? No, we're not gonna eat those, John. No, not gonna eat that. No, we're not gonna eat the alpacas. I just wanted to say hi. The barbecue place is down there. I just wanted to say hi, John. Ooh, John, this is good. This is good barbecue. All right, this is your tri-tip, that's my chicken. We asked for hot sauce and they looked at us and they said, it's really spicy, do you know that? I can handle the heat. Is it really spicy, John? Well, you took a sip of the hot sauce. Of course it's gonna be spicy.
Hey, James.
I will.
You're a car guy, sort of. Should we use 6-degree shims or 4-degree shims? The 6-degree shims are going to be easier to install.
For trying to adjust your kingpin angle?
Yes. Big problem with the Taylor Dunn is it's a giant piece of shit. What that means is when you start going faster than 12 miles an hour, it starts doing like a death wobble. My friend James on the internet suggests that these wedges will tilt the steering back, which will force them to self-center. So like as the wheels turn, it like lifts the car, which then wants to like push down and force them back. So you kind of end up with like a self-center. That's the idea.
Basically you just want to think about like how much farther forward that's going to put the center of the contact patch. You know, if the thing's only like 8 inches tall, like 2 more degrees is like another 1/8 inch forward. I think it probably doesn't matter that much.
And the consequence is death, or?
No, the consequence is just like maybe your steering gets harder.
Okay.
But no, it's not like you're not going to die. Nothing's going to die. It might just make it harder to turn.
Now hear me out, 180-degree shims. Would it drive backwards?
Did he hang up on us?
What a lovely man. We will now commence the hole drilling because it doesn't fit. Step on up, come on in. Welcome to Kevin's, not just garage tour, but we're going fractal mode, drill bit drawer, open air, open office concept for drill bits.
They're all right here. They're all exactly where you need them.
How do you know which ones are sharp and which ones are broken?
They're all broken.
Yeah.
This is how I work.
No, it's too small.
It says 3/8.
Too small.
This is a 3/8.
Does it fit in there? Oh, maybe it is it.
I'm so good.
Okay.
It's my system. It keeps you out of my drill bits.
No, it doesn't. Go.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Did I do it?
They don't teach you this in shop class.
No, they don't, because your shop teacher's a little fucking baby.
Yeah.
Do we have a slightly bigger drill bit?
Maybe. I don't.
I literally have I know where they are. I don't know where they are.
I don't even know what I have.
I cannot fucking believe this is how you live your life.
This is fine. So this is a bad pile right there. This one might be too big. Is this one the same size as that one?
I think that's the same size. Only if there was a box that had like holes of the right size to keep them all in like a order, and you couldn't put them out of order. We're not testing it. It's perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect. I believe in the power.
You just put it in. I just got.
All right.
Come
all
on.
right. Since you asked so nicely,
Give them the satisfaction.
Since you guys asked so nicely, we'll put it in just a little bit though. All right, that's it.
Just one more time.
Okay, fine. One more time for the. Okay, all right, yeah. Now what we have to do, we have to nip the sides off. I think we just do that with the portaband or angle grinder. Probably portaband. Or does the cold saw work or no?
Yeah.
What we need is to figure out how much we need to cut this. So the shim will sit in the middle of this, and we'll cut it to like the second line, I think. We're gonna cut it to the second line. That's the plan. That's the whole plan. Yeah, we'll cut
from the middle. Second. That's
zoom. Yeah, from the middle. So it goes. Leave that. Cut that. Oh, she was meant to cut this steel. Nice. Yesterday, we got the front off and the ass off. Now, the ass is the hardest part. We're just gonna try to fix the front end right now. Once we put the shims and the new springs in, we put it back on and we never think about it again. The ass, it needs a new motor, it needs a new sprocket, it needs the brakes to be looked at, and we don't know how to do any of those things. We're gonna have to figure it out. We're new to this, learning how to do car things. Isn't that right, John? John's a foot guy. Imagine being like a fingernail guy, like chewing on other people's fingernails. Look in that box over there. Go give me that Amazon box. Thank you, sir. I need these. Okay, you can put the bag over. The front needs to tip up, so that means the thick part goes on the front, which means, am I freaking stupid? What's happening? Yes, that thick front up. Okay, if we can compress this, we can screw this. Kevin! There he is. Nice! All right, I think the problem might be solved. I don't have a lot of threads. What do I do? Fuck! What a pain in the ass! What do we use these regular bolts? Why are they round? I don't understand.
Maybe to keep you from taking them off.
That's not how this works. They know who we are.
Every time I put on this shirt, this says Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
I know, for some reason I gotta go to Ace Hardware that day, and then it's like, I can't wear this shirt to Ace Hardware every time I go, but that always happens.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think they have these at Ace Hardware? Why don't we make John go to Ace Hardware? Is this metric or standard? Did we say 3/8? No, it's 7/16.
Standard, wow.
It's the closest one, 3/8.
3/8 is the closest one?
Yeah.
We need that to fit there. Do you think it does?
If you put the lock nut upside down, it'll fit. For sure.
Well, I mean, that looks fine, right?
Close
Mostly?
enough. Mostly.
Right?
It'll torque down. It'll torque down in there.
Yeah.
Whacks of a hammer.
Look at it. I think
potholes.
I think this is perfect.
It's definitely not perfect. It's
No, look, I think it actually is bottomed out. I think it'll do. What?
all right. Camera doesn't lie.
Go eat my fucking ass, nerd. Your drill press is weak. Great news, the bolts worked. We just had to drill a bigger hole in the backside of this to make some clearance, and the only drill I could find was an enormous one for enormous amount of clearance, because Kevin's drill bits are in complete disarray. This is clamped, so let's take this off. Okay, that looks, I think that's what it's supposed to look like. And then this goes like this, and then this goes like this, yes, oof, yeah. And then this goes through here, and that goes through here. And then the idea is that there's enough. Please tell me there's enough. Is that enough? Is that not enough? I don't think it's gonna be pretty. I think it's gonna get the job done. Why is everything such a pain in the butt? I think we can crank that most of the way down and call it a day. Now, it would be ideal if we cranked it all the way down, but we don't have a lot of options here. We don't have a lot of time left. We gotta get on the road in less than a week, and we don't have a motor. We don't have a sprocket. We don't have balls. Right, John? We've got no balls. Oh, that's why we're having problems. That doesn't fit. Oh, I gotta drill that out. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have
all
to
I
make
want
one
is for
screw
things to
long
work,
there.
and if there's anything I've
Supposed to be
learned,
long,
it's
or
that
other
nothing
screw
ever
also has
works.
to be
If
long
your
there.
spring doesn't fit because the bolt is too big or the hole's not big enough, fucking if your battery's dead, you just steal it from your new impact driver. You just gotta do it yourself. People are always like, well, how do you build things? How do you make stuff? And it's like, I don't know, maybe by just fucking shit up, like not too bad. You gotta like figure out how hard to fuck stuff up. Nah, you don't wanna fuck it up too hard. We just gotta do it, you know? Does that make sense, John? You ever just do it? Dude, that should be like a slogan for open source. Just fucking do it. Just do it. I would wear it on a t-shirt. Oh yeah, clamp it. Oh yeah, that's it. Now we got like 3 threads on here. How does a bolt just disappear like that? It was right here. Am I crazy? Did it go this way? Holy shit, it fucking vanished, John. Am I crazy? Did it roll back in the bag? Or did we not have it? No, we definitely dropped it. Did we drop it? Am I? Are we in front? That looks fine, right? Look, it's wedged in the front. So it's tilted it back 6 degrees. The wedge is locked in. The threads are almost to the end. Could the threads be longer? Yes. Are they? No. Hey, Kevin, how many threads can your bolt be on the inside of the nut?
I would say at least fill the nut.
What if I can't fill the nut?
Are you telling me you bought? We were just at the hardware store.
No, it's different. It's different. This is something else.
You gotta fill the nut at least halfway.
It is.
I say you're good.
You think that's good? It's a bigger nut.
Way.
It's a bigger thread.
Is this a critical component that will kill us if it fails?
If the front wheels fall off, when we crash, no.
Oh, then you're good. Send it.
Okay. Front wheels fall off, we'll be fine, right? Okay, John, I'm gonna do the other side, and then we'll put it on, and then we'll test it.
Is it too low?
That's my plan. What's your plan? You gonna smoke crack again? With Kevin, or just by yourself this time? With Kevin? Can I smoke crack with you guys? Ooh, that's fucking mean. I hate that. How do you get third wheeled for smoking crack? That's worse than third wheel. What do they call when they fucking cut the caboose off? How do you get kicked out of a fucking friend group that's friends because of smoking crack? What did I do to deserve this? Right here is the original Taylor Dunn motor. Somebody's calling me. Oh my gosh. That's the original Taylor Dunn motor. It's a 3/4 inch shaft with a 3/16 key. It's got 10 peak horsepower, which basically only exists when it's going 2 miles an hour. So to fix that, to get 10 horsepower when we're going 10 miles an hour, we've got this big old brushless motor. This cost, with the motor driver, 1200 amp motor driver, $1,700, basically $2,000 of taxes. This is amazing and I'm very excited, but let me show you a problem. The motor needs to fit through here, right? That's where the original motor fit. Now, you might be noticing that when I push it flat, the shaft is not in the center. And that's not exactly a problem. The problem is that the chain is too short. I don't know why people work on cars or like fix their own cars. Like, this sucks ass. Like, this is not fun. Like, you can't even fit the chain over the motor. And we still have to put a sprocket on it. And if you're wondering why we don't just move the motor in, we'll come around to the backside, John, I'll show you. If you're born, like someone like me, you're born with a huge ass, your ass just kind of gets in the way of everything. And right now, the Taylor Dunn, because it uses the fucking biggest differential I've ever seen on a go-kart, the ass is too big. This thing is like an inch wider than the original motor. This is like when you sit on your nuts all the time. Yes, you know? It's like when you have big nuts. I'd rather have a big ass than big nuts though. None of this works. Like, I don't understand. Like, it all has to be custom. Like, I can't find the sprocket. Like, this is timing belt chain. This is for a car engine. Normally it's used to synchronize the engine, but here it's literally used as power transmission from the motor to the differential. So you know what you do, like when you buy parts for your car, you don't come in and you say, I have this chain, this 3/8 pitch chain, and I need a 10-tooth sprocket. You know, you say, I need a timing sprocket for a 97 Buick. That's what you say. And so how am I supposed to figure out what the fuck this is when they don't use numbers, they use makes and models? And even then, like, you're not gonna get the right, like, we're gonna have to weld it, we're gonna have to cut, I don't know what we're gonna do.
And also, okay, so that's the shaft, the output shaft on that motor is 25.4 millimeters.
Yes.
That's 1 inch.
1 inch.
The key on the shaft is 8 millimeters.
Who the fuck, nobody sells that. It's like, here, so essentially, like, what we have to do, Kevin, I'm gonna order a new one of these, so we have a spare. We're gonna pull links out of this and put it into the new one.
Okay.
So we're gonna lengthen it. Then we're going to make a motor mount to get the big motor onto here so we can push it further away from the huge ass. And then I'm going to cry while I try to figure out the sprocket to 1 inch shaft to 8 millimeter key problem. Like, oh, but William, why don't you just replace both sprockets? Look at this fucking monster. How, like, tell me that you want to get into that right now.
I do. I want to take this off and see. I want to see.
It's a spline.
Yeah, but they probably make some kind of like spline to like flange adapter.
Who makes that?
I don't know.
John's dad's been trying to get him to inherit his project car So his dad bought this car like, what, 50 years ago, 40, 30 years ago? And he actually didn't work on it at all. He just bought a bunch of parts, and they all are like sitting in all the original shipping boxes. And he's like, John, my gift to you is this. And John's like, no.
That's a generational curse.
Yeah.
You know what, John? Don't worry about it. I think Will help you fix up your dad's
I'll help
car.
you fix your dad's car. There's a lot of problems to solve right now, Kevin. So the good news is, Kevin, that these are round. I was really worried that the holes were gonna be not round. I looked on McMaster and I saw,
like a moon.
yeah, like a crescent moon. So this is, I think, sort of simpler, less smart chain. Huge. This is a huge fucking win. I've overnighted another Taylor Dunn chain. I am spending $200 to overnight from a California warehouse another Taylor Dunn chain for 2 links.
Look at the pin on this. It's been totally gouged and worn down.
Oh, wow. Hopefully, it just needs to go 400 more miles.
Maybe take 2 links off of this chain.
And put it on the new chain?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And it's all because the motor is too big.
We're not in a good place right now.
I would say we're not in a good place. And we don't even have a functioning sprocket. And everyone has the runs from Barbie. Did you actually? How bad?
Yeah, John, first thing he said was like, did that mess you up too?
Did you eat the tri-tip?
I did about
You tried
fuck
to?
all today.
It must have been the chicken then.
Mostly
The soda, the water. It's always water. Oh, you want to show the solar panel?
So much.
New bit. Solar panel is...
work away from home that there was like a lot of paperwork and reports I had to do, fill out so they can actually pay me for all this stuff. So that's what I was mostly doing today. And now I'm just, setting some things up. Oh, what the fuck is my... Oh, okay. So we get this. Right. We get another image.
Kevin, what the fuck is this? There's like a forklift size. No, look at there's a forklift size dent. Like actually a perfect. It's like actually the exact shape of a forklift.
We didn't do
Look at this. This asshole gave you a like busted panel. I paid $125 each for these. Look at it's completely bent right here. Are these glass?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought these were feet for like mounting because they look so perfect. Like, look at that.
You a foot guy?
They look like that. Those are perfect.
You like
feet.
that shit?
I like them.
How do you feel about chewing on toenails? Do you like that?
No. What do we do?
God.
Do we test it?
Fuck. Yeah, let's. Fuck, dude, this fucking sucks.
I don't want to drive back out there, John. I don't want to get diarrhea again from the barbecue place.
Is there anyone we know that we can pay to go out and return this and say, fuck you, give us one that's not fucked? No.
No. Well, we'll check and see if this still works.
If it doesn't work, I'm gonna go 9/11. I'm gonna put the Osama back in Osman. That's what my wife used to call me in high school. William Osama bin Laden. That's not true. Other people did though. John called me that.
I've got the volts.
I shorted the rotor to the stator.
Well.
And then you've got, here. And then that.
Here.
Yeah.
This one's positive right here. Clamp it.
What are you expecting to happen right now?
Something's gonna happen.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means it works.
Yeah, but it does work.
But the motor's not turning on.
Like, do we have to short that one to that one?
Need to download both.
Maybe
of them.
I think you have the black one. Maybe you gotta put the black one on.
I did that.
Yeah.
What the freaking crap? A2 S1 and then power across A1 S2. A1 S2. That's what we have.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
That's not bad.
Is that it? I think so. Yeah, that's definitely not coasting, right?
I don't know. Let's try it without. All right, now try it.
It stopped.
Oh, really? That was it?
Yeah.
That's it? That's as fast as it goes with 400 watts?
Yeah. What's that, 10 amps?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How many volts?
36. Oh, wait, John, step off of it. Or, yeah.
How many volts?
36.
Okay, how many volts now?
2, 3.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay,
Damn.
so it's just unoptimized load.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, that's the end of this bit.
We have a lot of work to do. I'm worried.
Yeah,
I could kiss you right now.
You shouldn't.
You gotta pay me to kiss me. No!
Changed it manually every time?
Yeah, so I like comment out.
What the fuck, Kevin?
What am I supposed to do? Oh, that's all I got, John.
And then everyone will be like, I love the John segment where he used poop to draw on a napkin. Why does Ace Hardware have pies? And barbecue sauce? Who got the barbecue sauce?
Liars. Liars! These are fake cards!
Okay. I sort of it. It's too low though. Also, this has to be higher. There we go. Because it's supposed to cut me off as well. Like this. I need better background. Start the game again. Let's see this shit.
This is Kirsten. Now, you might recognize her as the cameraman from our previous videos, but outside of that, she's a pretty normal girl with a normal life, right? She likes painting, she likes her pet bunny, she likes music, just an all-round normal girl.
I'm so nervous.
But if you ask the Indonesian government, they think she's something completely different.
Boleh Australia menyusup ke Papua. The shooter was an armed criminal
with a bow and arrows. One soldier was wounded in the incident.
Dia tampak menggunakan atribut bintang kejora yang merupakan bendera kebocoran bangsa Papua.
Tradisional seperti panah, kemudian parang, kampak.
Now, if you want to understand how we managed to convince an entire country that our friend Kirsten was a terrorist, you got to know a bit about the history of Indonesia, or like the history of West Papua specifically. So, I don't know.
Okay.
If I give you like 3 minutes, you go on Google and just type in Google, West Papua, and then just read like all of it, and then
Monaco flag with a
then I'll tell the rest of the story.
Yes, you are correct.
Actually, you know what? This is boring. I don't know what you got up to, but I'll do it from the start, and I'll just explain it. So Papua is a bit of a mystery for the world, right? It's the last place on Earth to be reached by the Europeans, and it still has hundreds of uncontacted tribes to this day. But Papua's 40,000-year stint of self-love and me-time was interrupted in the 17th century when the Dutch arrived and did what Europeans do whenever they meet new people. They immediately started measuring their heads and lecturing them about some guy they were obsessed with called Jesus.
Fine.
Now, eventually, the Papuans managed to get the Dutch to chill out by agreeing that they also loved Jesus now. But things somehow got even worse after that. Like, the Dutch started building these, really impressive death camps and introduced the population to the operational efficiency and great profit margins of slave labor.
I have this.
This colonial project spread across all these islands from Papua to Indonesia, known as the Dutch East Indies, one of the most profitable colonies Europe ever created. But unfortunately, after about 300 years of, brilliant Dutch entrepreneurship, the Indonesians finally rose up. And after 29 years of brutal fighting, they kicked the Dutch out and declared independence, which, good on ya. I mean, you got the slavery and the death camps, which is not good. But I think the worst thing the Dutch ever did was, pretend that they had their own language. When it's essentially identical to someone just typing in English, but, you occasionally jiggle the keyboard. Seriously, this is how they write the phrase, "We have a serious problem." It's the dumbest language in the world. Unfortunately, the job of kicking out the Dutch was never fully completed. They liberated 13,000 islands of the Dutch East Indies and united 1,300 ethnic groups under the United States of Indonesia, but the island of Papua was still under European colonial rule. And it was Indonesia's mission to, finish the job and finally liberate Papua from the Dutch. The only issue is that this is the guy who liberated Indonesia, Sukarno. And you can probably tell by how hot he is that he was a socialist, which means the US had to destroy him. Now, at one point, this is not a joke, the CIA tried to get rid of Sukarno with the power of pornography. Now, I know it sounds insane, but it kind of just keeps getting even dumber. I feel like a psychopath even telling you about it. But
that's
the
one way
CIA
to do it.
hired
It works on
Bing
the Afghan
Crosby,
soldiers,
the
honestly.
guy who sang White Christmas, the most popular singer in the world at the time. Which, firstly, it's insane that they managed to flip such a giant celebrity and turn him into a full-on CIA asset. But maybe it's even more insane that they picked him for this Indonesian spy job in the first place. Because, what relationship does he have to Indonesia? It's just... it was the 50s, so I assume the CIA was, too racist to work with an actual Asian person, so they just assumed because his name was Bing, he'd have a unique insight into Asian culture. Anyway, Bing produced an adult film called Happy Days. So they found a Mexican porn star and put a latex mask on him to make him look like the president of Indonesia, and they recorded him having sex. So this was the plan, right? The CIA has this film, and then they release it claiming that, the KGB did it, and they secretly recorded him, having sex on his many trips to the Soviet Union. And look, Indonesia's a Muslim country, right? And if the CIA release this, the idea is that they get a 2-for-1 deal, where they turn the people of Indonesia against their leader, and they strain the friendly relationship between Indonesia and the Soviets. But when Sukarno found out about the film, he was really excited, right? He wanted copies for himself, he wanted to broadcast it to all of Indonesia, because he wanted the country to see that, he fucks like a porn star. The scheme didn't work, but, if you think about it for a second, it was kind of predictable, right? A guy who dresses this good is obviously a sex machine. There's no way you could ever embarrass him. But luckily for the CIA, they moved on to a much less sexy plan. They coordinated and funded the Indonesian military to pull off what's been dubbed the Indonesian Holocaust. Essentially, the army rampaged through the country, rounding up, torturing, and murdering every single communist, feminist, and trade unionist. They liquidated 1 million unarmed civilians, and overnight, Indonesia flipped from a socialist country to a right-wing military dictatorship. It's one of the most successful CIA operations in world history, and it was a pivotal point that decided the fate of the Cold War. They took the third biggest socialist country in the world, just killed all the socialists, and swapped Sukarno with a pro-Western Suharto. The names are the same, but they're completely different people, right? In the same way that Mary Kate is the rebellious tomboy and Ashley's the girly girl, Sukarno was the good guy, and he's hot. And then Suharto is just this real piece of shit, just like a Western-backed military dictatorship guy who ran the country for the next 30 years. Now, Indonesia never fully recovered from Suharto's system. He left power after embezzling $35 billion, and for a little while it looked like the people of Indonesia would be able to overcome the military dictatorship. But unfortunately, now the country's run by another general who's also coincidentally Suharto's son-in-law. But anyway, back to Papua. With Indonesia in the hands of the US, suddenly the Americans had no problem with Indonesia taking over Papua and kicking out the Dutch. In fact, you're currently watching a video of Nixon visiting Papua in 1969 to cheer on the Indonesians as they annex it. But what did the US actually gain from just doing all these horrific things? Well, they got the same thing that the Dutch got from doing it. You see, Papua is incredibly rich in natural resources, and Suharto's first order of business was to grant US companies like Freeport exclusive rights to take it all. So soon enough, places like Grasberg start popping up, which is the biggest copper and gold mine in the world. A hole in the earth that's so big that astronauts on the International Space Station look at it and say, wow, that's a really big hole in the earth. And those holes are going places. There's so much untapped stuff in Papua, but inconveniently, there's also a bunch of Papuans trying to live their lives on top of it. And the other problem for Western corporations is that, no matter how much brutality the Indonesian military dictatorship dishes out, the Papuans have continued resisting for the past 60 years, and it turns out they're really good at fighting in the jungle. Now, look, I know it's really cheesy and even dehumanizing to compare these people's struggle to a Hollywood movie like James Cameron's Avatar, but it's exactly the same as Avatar. It is Avatar. You've got thousands of uncontacted tribes, and their first contact with the outside world isn't even a person. It's an unmanned drone dropping bombs and poisonous chemicals, all for the purpose of wiping them out so they can mine that land's untapped resources. All the while, the heroes of the story are defending their homes with bows and arrows. And this is where Kirsten comes into the story. They heard about a particular massacre in Papua last year where Indonesian drones dropped bombs and chemical weapons on a village in the middle of the jungle. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say,
no.
so what, right? Indonesia's been doing these massacres for the past 60 years. What's a big deal, right? And I would say to that,
I did watch a
this
video about
massacre
Cuba today.
is different
Shit is
because
going down, apparently.
I'm going to explain it using
US is still
Jeffrey,
trying
the
to
boy
fuck them up.
bird. It's a fucking cool bird, isn't it? So he's going to explain to you. This fucking hurts.
It's not that sharp. Stop complaining.
We don't need a bird. It's a stupid gag. No. Okay. So the massacre was just different, right? You see, the refugees in this recent massacre managed to escape. They hiked across the mountains for a week to get across the border to Papua New Guinea, and they brought with them fragments of the bombs that were dropped on them. They wanted to bring proof so international media could finally start reporting on the secret extermination going on deep in the jungle.
I have been sort of a jester or a clown in every class, workplace, wherever I was. It doesn't fucking matter if other people find you funny. Like, whenever someone tells you, oh, that's not funny, it's just one person. Your job is to make most people laugh, not all of them. Some people are just retarded. Nothing you can do about it, you know? So don't worry about it. Joke is a joke. I don't see any limitations to humor.
Jungle. But obviously no one cared, right? And as if the horrors that these people had to go through wasn't enough, these refugees had to make one of the most soul-crushing decisions of their lives. They had to do a collab with YouTubers.
I'm here to figure out who dropped the bomb, who made the bomb, and why it was used on civilians. And I'm kind of screwing up this intro because I'm holding a bomb and I'm terrified.
Kirsten and Christo went and trekked through the jungle to document this evidence and bring it back to a friend in Australia who could conduct forensic testing. Now, it's hard enough to get to a secret war zone, completely cut off from the outside world. But doing it as a journalist is extra hard because Indonesia won't let journalists into West Papua and, they have a track record of killing the ones that do manage to get in. So Kirsten and Christo decided to...
Like whenever you're in an environment where you crack a joke and you have to be careful about what kind of jokes you make, remove yourself from that environment. Because at that point, it doesn't matter. There will be someone that will find anything offensive. Some people just don't have any sense of humor. So you can joke about whatever the fuck you want. No limitations.
Get in through the back door, through Papua New Guinea, which also doesn't let journalists in, but their story's a little bit different. Papua New Guinea is the other half of the island of Papua, and unlike the Dutch half, Papua New Guinea was first a British colony, and then it was handed down to Australia and became an Australian colony, which is so cucked. Like it's shit being an Australian, because we have to deal with the fact that, a quarter of our flag is someone else's flag. What are the Papuans meant to do, right? They're getting fucked. But they didn't have to worry about this for too long, because apparently Papua New Guinea declared independence in the 70s. But mysteriously, the Australian Federal Police still operate hundreds of bases across the country, and their government is made up of the weirdest looking Papuans I've ever seen. But that brings me to the main point, right? Indonesia hasn't invaded, the other side of the island because they're both on the same team. Australia is part of the Dream Team, along with the US and Britain that created Indonesia's military dictatorship in the 60s. And we fund and train the Indonesian military to this day, while our companies are digging up the island on both sides of the border anyway. Now, getting these bomb fragments out of the country wasn't going to be easy because, Australia controls who comes in and out of Papua New Guinea.
We were arrested in PNG on the way back. Yeah, twice.
Did you know that?
Twice?
Yeah.
What happened?
We got...
Should we tell that?
You guys are so giggly for fucking being arrested. You're like, yeah.
We flew back from the mountains and we landed and we're like, it was the best. We were like, oh, we've got the story.
We've done it.
We're like, we didn't die.
That is nice.
Yeah,
That's
we've got the footage too, even more importantly. But then we come out and these guys, they go, Christo, Kirsten, stressing because we're with.
Why do they know our names?
And so we try and walk out of the airport.
We were like, no.
We're gonna,
That's not us. Must be the other two white people in West Papua.
20 meters next door is the airport we need to go to fly back to Moresby to get out.
And so I'm trying to walk there, but they've shut the gates on us, and they're going, no, wait.
You're so close to being back home.
meters away.
What was I saying? I was being a real Karen, like, I've got a job. If I don't get back,
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my job.
you came up with a way better excuse than mine. Like, I've got a job to do.
You're like, this guy doesn't have a job. What was yours?
Oh, I had malaria.
Malaria. So I was like, if I get sick here, and not treated, it's going to be a bigger pain in the ass than just letting us go. And then they go, we'll drive you to the airport. And I go, what do you mean? The airport is, I'm not exaggerating, it's 20 meters. It's not it's about 5 steps.
Yeah.
Don't get in the car.
And they're like, no, just get in the police truck, load your bags in.
Yeah, so we had no choice. We had to get in the van and then
it's
zoom straight.
the airport.
On the way there, the police car stopped and they got out and beat up some bus driver.
A bus driver pulled out in front.
Some road rage,
Wait,
and they
what?
just punched him in the face.
What the fuck? If I saw that, I'd be like, oh fuck, what are they gonna do to me?
I mean, yeah, I was shitting myself. Then they took us to the police station.
I was just being really annoying. Like, I gotta get to the airport. My flight's in a second. Kirsten was much smarter and actually giving him a good reason.
Yeah.
And then at one point they go, "Can we search your bags?" And I go,
And we're like, fuck.
Oh, the bomb fragments.
We've been saying the whole time we were just there for bird watching.
Yeah. Not that any of this is illegal or you're not allowed to do it. It's completely fine. But it's just not a great look when you've got a 40mm grenade cartridge.
So it turns out Kirsten's malaria performance was so believable, they ended up letting them on their flight to Port Moresby, and then they were just one plane ride away from home. Needless to say, they felt pretty good at this point.
So we managed to race through and we checked our bags in, and then
it was
we're
really,
going through
we're laughing, right? We're
yeah,
like, oh, we've done it.
How did we do it? And then they look at our passports and they're like, okay, you have to come with us. They took us downstairs to the interrogation room, 40 minutes,
and the
an hour.
plane's about to leave. Keep being really annoying. Can we have our interrogation now? We've got to go. And then they're going, no, you're not going to make the plane.
And we were just shitting it, we were almost there.
They're like, you went to a really strange place at the border. When you were there, did you see any OPM? And Kirsten goes, OPM?
Opium?
The drug?
You're really good at this.
They're like, you're the journalist, right? And I go, what? And
then they pull up YouTube and they pull up his previous video.
You made that video.
Good bounce.
Video?
Oh my god.
And they have my last video on Papua there.
Oh, I got that a Papua one. I thought it would be KFC reviews or
And then I went, oh, that one. Yeah, this time just tourism.
Now, it was looking like they were going to be locked up in Papua New Guinea for a very long time, but lucky for them, the cops couldn't find the missile fragments they had in their luggage.
Because we'd already checked our luggage in, which was
whoa.
Yourself to
It's
yourself.
a string of coincidences that got you out of there. It's so ridiculous.
Now, the craziest thing about all this isn't the fact that, they got arrested twice. It's the fact that arresting them was the most any government's ever done about these massacres. No one has tried to help these people. No one even acknowledges it happened. The most resources the government ever put into this was sending police to harass anyone who tries to report on it. But we found out not all the media was silent. There was some news about this, right? About a month after they got back to Australia, somehow a picture of Kirsten visiting the Papuans came out on Indonesian media, and she became an overnight sensation.
Oh!
What's in the hand, Kirsten?
Out of nowhere, there emerged hundreds of news articles and videos claiming that Kirsten was a terrorist, and they all revolved around this one photo of Kirsten shaking hands with some Papuans.
What am I giving to her?
Only you know. Some say it's the nuclear codes. Watch out, Jakarta.
What was in your hand?
I think we're just shaking hands.
How many of these are there? There's so many pictures of you on media.
Now, having photos of yourself all over the news is one thing, but there were some serious allegations here. They claimed that Kirsten personally killed Indonesian government officials while she was there.
Who they saying they killed?
No, I think it was government officials there.
You don't even know who you killed.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
You're that deep.
just don't even care.
You're just an agent of chaos. Member of the armed criminal
Just kill
group.
whoever, honestly.
You haven't seen this before, have you?
No.
How does it feel being a terrorist?
Actually, not completely.
It feels kind of scary. I don't know what I'm capable of.
Now, there's something really odd about these articles, right? They seem strangely coordinated, right? They came from all over the place, but they pretty much copied each other verbatim. Although while most of them only insinuated that the death of Indonesian soldiers was linked to Kirsten's arrival, some of them straight up said that she shot them personally. But when you look it up, you realize it's not that coincidental. Indonesia's military has been exposed running bot farms spreading misinformation about Papua. And this is nothing new, right? A lot of countries do this, but it's just baffling that such a coordinated disinformation campaign was directed at Kirsten. Which got me thinking, right? We're in a pretty funny situation here, right? Indonesia and their Western backers, don't want anyone talking about what they're doing in Papua. But at the same time, like domestically, the Indonesian media goes crazy. Like their bot farms go wild whenever a foreigner takes interest in it. So we thought maybe we could use Indonesia's sensationalist media against them, right? If we can turn Kirsten into like a world famous terrorist like Osama bin Laden or Tony Blair, then maybe we can get some more international attention on Papua. So we got to work, but this time we created a spectacle for the Indonesian media on purpose, while trying really hard to not actually get Kirsten in trouble for, actual terrorism, because that wouldn't be very nice.
So we need to think of something like that insinuates being a terrorist, but is obviously completely benign. So if we go to paintball and get a photo of you there and see if it'll catch, or laser tag.
Yeah.
Would they think they know what high-tech military equipment is though? We can't have you at laser tag and concentrated energy weapons or something.
Well, an empty hand was good enough for a
Actually,
story
true.
before.
Just go like this.
You should be shaking with 2 hands.
2 hands.
Yeah,
If the handshake wasn't enough, maybe we could just be doing nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe we're playing chess.
You know what
We could do
This is
laughing.
so cool.
Just do like Renaissance
They're
fair.
convincing a government that their friend is a
Medieval
terrorist.
weapons.
Archery would work.
And
'Cause
it's
they don't like they're not
shocking
fans of
how easily
the
they
bows
can
and
do
arrows
that.
that the TPN use.
I mean, archery would be cool. And then what we do, we put it out
Governments
there.
are run by retards.
Yeah.
Are you training them?
Actual
Surely they know how to do archery. What's the insinuation? Are you
Providing.
Bows and arrows.
Bows and
that
arrows.
They can make
they can,
completely
yeah,
fine.
like they're training me. I don't know.
That's what's quite that's also what's really funny about it. It's oh yeah, they need our help.
Yeah.
We're gonna teach them a thing or two from being in our extensive experience.
These Australians in their early 20s,
Yeah.
from the inner west, going there
From the
to
inner
teach Papuans how to do archery.
Yeah.
Gonna teach them how to go to gigs. What else do you
Teach them how to make a
Order coffee, yeah.
Just go do archery.
I want to do archery anyway.
Do
We
archery.
just do that and then
Archery. No excuse to go.
yeah,
shooting.
let's go. And if the video doesn't work out,
I like it.
do that.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very uncoordinated.
What's this thing for?
I don't know, he just started handing me things. Coffee in my hand.
I feel like it's meant to match a part of our body, but I can't work out what that is. There's a hole.
Really?
It looks like a penis protector, for one slightly bigger ball than the other.
Doing a scary terrorist photo shoot of Kirsten was harder than we thought. The bow wasn't really cooperating.
What do you think
of
of
my
that?
arrows. Oh, no! It's not looking good. Cut that.
It's alright. It's alright. The targets can move in a real fight,
Targets is subjective.
Yeah.
Now, I knew that making Kirsten look scary was going to be hard, but got even more complicated when the instructor revoked her bow and arrow privileges.
Right, let go of that. So what I want you to do, put the knot in there.
Okay.
When you grab this,
Yeah.
put it here.
You can't be trusted with a bow.
I've
They
been-
put you.
yeah, I've been
They put you on the
told
rubber
She got
band.
demoted.
No, how humiliating.
Imagine being so incompetent that you get
Honestly,
demoted.
Christo.
You were meant to hold.
Oh my god. I feel like I couldn't be worse than this.
Hey, careful with that rubber band. Don't point it at me. Oh.
But out of nowhere, like a Taliban sleeper cell, she started doing this.
Holy shit! What is going on?
Oh my god.
Dude, you are actually cracked at archery.
She is the terrorist. That's why they got the
Yeah, this is all real.
So she ended up getting dressed up and, we
Okay,
did our militant photo shoot. And I guess you could say it was a successful day in the sense that, you know, we got some tax-deductible archery lessons and we took a couple of photos. But in terms of this actual video, I just kind of felt like we were wasting our time. Like, there's in no world would the Indonesian government, you know, see these photos and be like, oh yeah, Kirsten is an international terrorist or like a mercenary. But we've come this far. The least I could do is make sure the photos get into the hands of the Indonesian government. So I looked it up and it turns out they live here.
Okay, so we got the dossier here. I've compiled an extensive list of sources about Kirsten being a super soldier mercenary. They're all kind of the same photo. But there's a lot of interesting news here. And then you got the glamour shots, the actual like real deal badass terrorist photo shoot. What do you reckon? This looks pretty serious, right?
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Yeah? Scared of her.
I think that with that aim, I mean, those arrows are going to kilometers at a time.
Like
I feel like
or something.
I probably should have added it with more paper.
And make the photo look brighter and it
this
will
doesn't
be fine.
scream like top secret documents. There's like 4 pages of just like screenshots from the news.
Secret training camp uncovered.
Oh, yeah. Should I put on my sunnies? Does that look more like undercover, like a secret dossier kind of guy?
You look like...
Or is this more like reliable?
I mean, I'm just really having trouble picturing the type of person that's snitching about a training camp in Maroubra.
I think the sunny is there. Yeah, the sunny is. Yeah, this is sick. Fuck, I feel cool. Hi there. How are you? I've got some documents that I think the Indonesian government might be interested in. It's about these mercenaries that snuck into West Papua. She's actually like a bow and arrow expert. So they train really close to here. It's down at Latham Park. They've been training archery to go infiltrate West Papua.
You can talk to somebody
In there?
the number 4 to the left.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you.
Now look, we're trying to get our friend classified as a terrorist, which is, you know, dodgy enough. So the last thing we want to do is get done for the crime of, you know, secretly filming inside a foreign consulate. So there's no footage from inside the building, but it was awful in there. I mean, like, the place was nice. It was lovely and people were really nice to me, but I just felt like a psycho, right? Like, I just seemed like a really unwell person who just like strolled in his pajamas and is just like ranting about this conspiracy theory. And they're kind of confused. Like, they didn't know what to do with me. So they just kind of, what they ended up doing was they just kept escalating it, right? They'd be like, oh, I don't know what to do. Here's my manager. And it's like, oh, here's my manager's manager. And it just kept going up until it reached like the consular staff, like the actual political people. And then like the only way they got me to shut up was by, you know, agreeing with me and being like, okay, we'll promise the president will see these documents. And then I left.
Well, it's out of my hands now. Now it's up to the president.
Now, it seemed pretty obvious by my reception at the consulate that everyone thought I was insane. Like, there's no way that anyone will be looking at these photos and be like, oh yeah, this is serious. This is a terrorist. I'm going to take this seriously.
Underestimate.
Mystery of the Australian Caucasian girl who dared to enter the Papuan forest.
Yeah.
Brothers Grimm family.
There you fucking go.
That's why you never enter the Papuan forest. Well, you have to be a good girl and stay with grandma. Oh, sick. Oh my god.
How do they not like realize it's a joke?
Like, it's the stupidest photo.
Yeah, they don't.
The news stories just kept coming and coming. They were making them faster than we could watch them.
How does that? I don't understand how those two pictures follow each other. It goes from these guys with fucking automatic weapons. There's a picture of you crouching in a tree.
Look at how many. Like, we got that one, the behind the tree, the artistic angle.
Everything.
We got every photo.
And they've like flipped them around.
Yeah.
Everyone has like a different preference for how they want you shooting your bow and arrow.
Just like these two are just
They've just flipped them. Yep, now we have 2 articles.
Now, I thought the previous articles used some pretty colourful language, but these new articles blew them out of the water.
OPM inserts 2 Caucasians into KKB Papua headquarters.
We were inserted.
Inserted Caucasians. Which we kind of had. Gotta have done. 2 Australian foreigners infiltrate Papua, spread the charm of OPM's promise of independence.
Spread the charm. Do you guys feel like you charmed your way into West Papua?
That's right, we had...
So fucking dumb, man. Oh my god. People that can't take a joke are stupid. People that cannot understand it is a joke are fucking retards. And the governments are run by retards. It's like full confirmation bias. They want it to be true so hard that they don't check anything. Like a couple of fucking pictures posing with a bow and arrow somewhere in Australia, and they convinced a government that she's a terrorist. And news articles and stations are just covering it now. Like, oh my god. And the best part is, when they realize it was a joke, they will want to save their face and they will try to destroy their lives.
Had a little
That's
hat
what's
on.
happening.
Good day, sir.
So dumb.
But amidst all the charm and the inserted Caucasians, there were some scarier allegations trying to link Kirsten to even more murders, some of them as recent as 2 weeks ago.
Wait, 2nd of November, that was just then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, what did you do? That was probably like the day we were doing archery. I still think it was you guys. I don't know where you were on November 2nd. 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god, he's pooping everywhere.
Oh, whoa. He's really terrified by this Indonesian media. He didn't realize he was owned by a terrorist. Just shitting himself.
Now, these weren't just random bot farms calling Kirsten a terrorist. This story spread, and it was being reported by real news networks.
Tribune Jateng, like it's a big paper.
3 million subscribers.
Wait, what? This is so much bigger than putting it on Boy Boy.
Yeah.
That being said, there were definitely some military bot farms.
This one's by Hippo Academy.
What the fuck?
Legitimate news outlet.
Indonesia's not sending their best.
I
1
mean,
like, 3 followers. What is this?
Yeah,
It's just like an AI
Getting
generated.
paid for subscribers.
Yeah, this is a military bot channel that's picked up on the newswire.
That's so good.
They have
Hippo
less common
Academy.
sense than an
It just
average
seems like,
Twitter
what?
user.
Like whose job is it to make this? Oh, that music is a horrible doubling up.
This is just
Imagine if they
Just
used
unrelated as well.
Yeah.
It's just
What is
AI to
going
create those
on?
images or some
Who
video or
watches
something.
this?
let's see how many views, dude.
Because all they did was
21,000
create
views.
some
That's
bullshit
impossible.
Pictures.
That is impossible.
No, they got comments.
Oh, what are they saying about
Just
you?
look at her face, that's
If
it.
there are Australians who interfere in Papuan affairs or support the OPM, they must be destroyed. They are the
Oh my god. Wait,
gonna
if
destroy
you
you.
actually used AI to create a video or something, you would
with a
like
bow and arrow.
totally convince them of
Eventually,
anything you
the
want,
rambling bot videos were getting
as long as
too
it
stupid to
aligns
keep
with what
watching.
they want.
Stay tuned to see how their journey unfolds. So if we subscribe to this channel, we'll find out what happens to you guys.
Yes,
Same.
we got to subscribe to
Nice.
Ungkap Jejak. It was 942.
I kind of want to know what happens to you guys. I think I might subscribe to them.
He's peed on my phone.
Oh, God.
He peed on my phone.
Kirsten's bunny was acting out exactly what we were all thinking, right? There's no point reading another 1,000 identical articles about Kirsten being a terrorist. It's absurd that a photo this stupid was enough to trigger such a massive reaction from
Yes.
Indonesia's media and military bot farms.
It's insane.
So they inadvertently made a massive deal out of something they don't want anyone talking about, right? Like the fact is, the world isn't just ignoring what's happening, right? The world is facilitating and profiteering off of the extermination of some of planet Earth's last uncontacted tribes, right? And these are just subsistence farmers. Like these are people who are just trying to defend their villages from unmanned drones and chemical weapons sent by us. Now, look, I don't know about you guys, but I honestly wouldn't have known anything about this if it wasn't for Kirsten and Christo and their bravery.
That's crazy.
They traveled to a secret war zone, put their lives at risk, and became the first people ever to retrieve physical proof of Indonesian bombing in the jungle. So go check it out for yourself, right? Click the link in the description and see the full story about Indonesia's war crimes. And it's not just that, right? They're the only journalists in the world to have actually followed the secretive OPM resistance movement as they march through the jungle. Like this footage doesn't exist anywhere else. So go do it. Click on it. Oh, also come to our Patreon, right? If you want to support us and help us keep making more videos like this, it's just $5 a month, and you get a full-length exclusive video every single month, and you get to join the Discord community, which means you get to chat to us and give us video suggestions. It's the best. You should do it. Oh, and thanks to friend of the show, Sebi Sandbomb, for sharing Kirsten's photos. We could not have made the video without you. Thanks so much. And now it's over. Now we're done.
Yes. Good. Oh yeah.
I was all up night. I was all up night. There's things that still have to be done, which is kind of sad, but whatever. We'll see if it's a problem. They need to put the bed on the truck, and then we need to start loading it with tools.
Wow, Will, your deck is really red, actually.
Thank you.
Maybe just keep going.
Yay! Yay! All right, now what do we put on it?
Are we just putting garbage on here?
That's what they need. They need it for open sauce.
How many times did you vote for Obama?
Listen, I don't vote. My wife votes for me.
You sign it.
That's fraud.
We discuss everything. He just is.
My wife votes for me. Help. Send help. We're gonna drive this mini truck 420 miles from Southern California to North. Okay, we have 3 minutes before we're supposed to leave, guys.
What?
I'm showing 2.
The bed's loose. Kevin has no balls. Alan has no dick. What are we gonna do?
I didn't know I was supposed to bring it.
Tools? Do we need tools, John? Wait, no. I have something better than tools. I'm bringing the Red Bull cooler. You know, on a road trip, it's always so nice to have cold drinks ready to go.
You want any help with that?
No, I got it.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to help you anyway.
They're not sponsoring us either.
This is legally registered as an implement of husbandry with the DMV. This means this vehicle needs to use the road incidentally to travel between farms.
What'd you bring for your mystery musket tool?
I didn't bring shit. I didn't know we were supposed to bring anything.
El Aura, Unk.
Give it like 6 months, and that's gonna be great.
Who's talking?
I spent all last night finishing everything up, wiring everything up. It's not done yet. I still have more work to do. We packed up this morning.
We
spent last night. Listen here, Mike.
It's a group effort.
You have to fit in here.
Actually have to cover for
Wait, we're sitting in. We're not sitting here, right? No.
One person.
Can I do the upper deck? Can I go bunk bed style? I want the upper.
Dude, that would be awesome if you break and you shot out like prone position.
next to open source or something like that.
Like Saddam Hussein style up here.
I was thinking, yeah, because you want to sleep.
Yeah.
I was like sitting.
Dude, you got low T aura.
He does have low T. Dude, he does have low T aura.
Is that what people say now?
No, that was just doesn't make any sense. It was just gibberish.
Each of us brought a mystery item.
I did not. I didn't know. You said bring something for the trip. I thought that meant anything. Like, you know, the regular stuff. No!
Go into your car and find something.
That is true. All right, I definitely have something.
Fuck! This guy has like obsessive diarrhea. That's not the right word. Habitual diarrhea. That's not the right word. Impulsive. What when
Chronic.
Chronic diarrhea.
Chronic.
And he refuses to shit in anybody else's bathroom, so he has to drive home every time he needs to poop.
It's hard, but I give as much input as you can. It's really hard. Do you have Calci on your phone?
What's that?
Do you have Polybet?
No.
Robinhood?
Alan, look what I found.
Are those swords?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa!
Uh-huh.
This is bad. This is a really bad idea.
We need self-defense.
Ah!
I also brought a gun.
Last night I got the taillights working, I got the headlights working. Like, we're basically legal. Where do I put the license plate, actually?
Should have. I have Everclear. Ah! I think it's fine just like that.
Got all my camping stuff. 2 cots. All right.
Oh, I called dibs on a cot. That sounds really nice.
2 chairs. And a little folding table so we can play Magic while we camp.
Let's go.
You got your cards?
No, I forgot to bring my cards.
What? Alan!
I was up. What? I was up really late last
And
night.
you what?
And I forgot to bring
You
all
forgot
the
to bring
important magic cards.
What? What do you mean what?
Don't you have like a whole bin of them somewhere? People keep sending you magic
Yeah,
cards.
it's really heavy though.
I think we can make do with a bunch of shit cards. Where are your shit cards? We'll just bring a whole bin of shit cards.
All right. Okay.
Hey, if you know how to use CAD, can you please design a license plate holder for us?
Like a safety
tie it? Dude, this is gonna come off and we're gonna lose our license plate.
What about like Velcroing it to the battery?
Can we do that? Is that allowed? All right. License plate on. We're roadworthy.
That's a good toy.
This might not roll through.
Did you get a can of propane, John?
It's a good toy. That's solid. Yeah.
It's not the worst toy.
Not the worst toy. It's actually quite a good one.
Magic cards and lead bricks.
Get her in there. Are these bins the same size?
We have no food and no water, but 100 pounds of magic cards.
We can trade these for food and water.
This is the Magnus Carlsen 2026 Matte Gray EV Trail Boss.
Wow. That doesn't. Am I colorblind?
This thing kind of looks like shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense.
No, yeah, this is gonna look a lot better on that one.
I guess that checks out.
Oh my god.
What happened to I thought he said, because in the videos he said 100 miles an hour, right? I seen it.
It's probably just taking it easy, you know, to not draw attention.
That's
There's a line of cars behind us. They're passing us. They're going around. 20 is not that slow.
It's pretty fucking slow.
20 miles per hour is like
It's pretty fucking
Is it
slow,
okay?
Alan.
So it's a neighborhood.
I think that's Kevin's sleeping bag. It's falling out above Will's head there. We're not gonna tell them. We're just gonna put bets on who gets
when
it right.
it falls.
Oh, and the person who does get it right has to buy the other McDonald's.
No, I
Yeah,
can't. If I
yeah.
lose, that's like double,
Whatever, Burger
twice
King,
as bad.
whatever,
I'll
Burger
do
King,
Burger
whatever.
King. I'll do Burger King.
Dude, I think the bump after the next bump.
You think the bump after the
Yeah,
next
after
bump?
the bump after the next
All right,
bump.
I'm picking next bump then. Next bump. I think that's the one. Oh, he pushed it back in!
Motherfucker! Damn,
He pushed it back. He noticed. Why didn't he just let it fall out?
No one gets free food today. Damn it. I want to say it smells like brakes.
It smells like. It definitely smells like the sort of like the bad thing is happening smell. Do you think they can smell it?
Hey, is the burning brakes you guys?
The other day I was working on the tractor and the hydraulic line broke and it ripped both of my arms off. That didn't
that's
actually
mad.
happen, but when I do have some sort of injury or ailment, I go to the doctor, and you should too. And the easiest way to schedule a doctor's appointment, or at least one that you think you or later, that can help you with your problem. Like I started
I'm not from the
insurance
US, I don't have
pull dates, patient,
either
actual
normal
real time,
healthcare
no
in
robot, or
Poland.
same recording in 2 hours. That worries too. And thanks again to thing kind of
Good. And they stop for a good reason.
They smell something good.
I was smelling something kind of burnt.
Yeah, us too.
We're at the first mile mark and it's not going well.
Just
Like
one
the
mile.
axle's warm. It's not like.
it's hot.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the brakes? We're kind of.
Feel the bearings.
The bearings, right? Are the bearings greased?
Oh yeah, that's. Wait, you think it's the bearing? Yeah, I put grease in the bearings. Do you think it's the bearings overheating?
Sometimes they can.
They can. That's how we lost the wheel on my trailer.
Yeah. You smell it. It was pretty bad for a minute.
Was it downhill?
Yeah, it was
If it was downhill, it was probably the brakes.
That's
And
what makes me think.
like the only options that we have are
Holy shit, that's
to
cooked.
power through or
Stop using the brake.
or just don't brake. But
Yeah,
like
then
Michael,
it's
how many
braking.
old ladies is it okay for us to run over? Like if it's us driving without using the brakes or killing an old woman, what's the right answer?
Who did they vote for?
Also, the
Who did
motor
they
is at
vote for?
like 100C right now.
That's
Such an
fine.
American thing to
So
say.
I touched the brake, Kevin, and the brakes are not like that hot.
Oh.
The wheel bearing's like hot. Is this supposed to be a grease fitting in there? Is that the grease fitting?
No, so on some shitty tires, you have to undo it. There's not like a nipple to grease. You just undo it, pack it with grease.
Oh, it's like a cup.
We have to pack it with grease?
Yeah, some shitty ones. Yeah,
I
on the lawnmower,
definitely
didn't do
did
that?
not grease the back.
That's fair. So I mean, it's easy to find grease.
Okay, so do you guys want to go get the grease? And then Kevin and I can jack her up.
Good luck,
Work
boys.
it out.
All right.
All right, Kevin. Wow, I can't believe we're a mile in.
We're up to a great start.
Oh, that thing. Oh, I brought the right jack. Let's go.
Michael saying that we should grease the bearings made me realize that I only remember greasing the front bearings when I had the front axle out. And so I'm pretty sure I did not grease the back. I didn't do that on purpose. I just didn't even think about it. Dude, thank God. Brought all this stuff. Where does the goo go in? You don't have to take it off. Oh my God, you have to freaking, no way. Do we have to take that out? Hey, when you get the grease gun, I think we also need to get a spanner or something to like, have you ever taken off an axle like this before? I have not. I see two little holes. I see two little holes.
It must just be the holes, right? I think it's those.
So then we have to like unscrew it or something? Or should we look at a video?
I mean, honestly, I have no fucking idea.
Okay, I don't know though, because I think the brakes are really hot.
The brakes are hot too?
So it might just be heat going from like the brake disc down to the axle.
Okay.
If it's the brakes, then what is the issue if it's the brakes?
If it's the brakes, then we just get regen working.
That's just what they do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They just be like that.
What do you want for Burger King?
What if for fucking Burger King, a Whopper?
Wednesday.
Yeah, Whopper, whatever the special, whatever the chef's choice.
Look what I found. A nice little chair for us.
Yeah.
We'll give it one last use. I think I shook the bugs out, John. I think it's safe.
All right, Michael and Alan they drove back and they are getting some spanner wrenches and they're getting some gear oil. Maybe we don't have enough oil in the differential and maybe the oil is what lubricates the bearings, or maybe there's some fucked bullshit where you have to have like big tools. Like, I just talked to one of my friends, he's like, oh, you need like a slide hammer and a press to get something out. And I'm like, okay, we're fucked.
Yeah, well, I think thankfully my theory is that the brakes were just really hot.
You think it's the brakes?
Making the axle hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I turned the current down on the controller. I mean, we could just test it now. Kevin, my theory is that if we bring the current down, we won't have problems with the throttle anymore. So right now, we are at, I max bus current 200 amps. We were at 600.
Okay.
So now it works.
Yeah.
Okay. Did work. There's still a lot of problems, but I honestly at this point, like, I just want to drive and not explode. Like, I just want to get to where we want to go and not have the rear axle explode.
Yeah.
And not, I mean, that's it.
Right now, the temperature is 93.
93 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna go drive a big loop, and then we're gonna look at the temperature and we come back. That's the plan?
I think that lovely car deserves
and the throttle is kicking off now.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a Melex kind of
this is already
thing.
Immediately a better driving experience.
Just like solar panels and everything.
Yep, regen is regenning. And we're going fast too. I don't notice any difference. So we were at what, 93 Fahrenheit?
Oh, so
we'll just go down the road and back.
Red Bull and you do something crazy, yeah. Yeah, they're all
what are we at, Captain?
They're like educated crap heads, all of them.
That's not
honestly.
bad. I think we're fine. We're not fucked. We're not
Some
fucked.
of them aren't even educated.
We're not totally fucked.
Correct.
All right, everyone in? Okay, while Michael and Alan are driving, we're also going to be driving. Let's all do a quick prayer that it's the brakes and not the axle.
Yeah.
Amen.
Otherwise,
if you've ever seen a tractor driving on the side of the road in the shoulder or just straight up on the road, they're allowed to do that. It's called incidental highway use. It's when a piece of farm equipment needs to move from farm to farm.
That must
so
be
right
so
now we are the
uncomfortable.
tractor. The more I researched the agricultural laws, the less laws there were. It's sort of just loosey-goosey. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to grow them veggies. Yo, what's up?
Am I gonna be in a video?
How'd you know we were gonna be here?
I'm gonna be honest.
You didn't know?
I didn't.
Oh, you just saw us?
Yeah, well, I recognized you.
What's your name?
Fritz.
Well, thanks for saying hi, Fritz.
Hi.
You're going to Open Sauce?
No, I can't afford it.
I'll give you a free ticket. You want a free ticket? Yeah, you want a free ticket to Open Sauce?
No, it's so cool that actually, this is the first time I've ever met a celebrity.
Oh, wow, that's very generous.
Huge fan.
What's up?
Yo, hey.
massive fucking fan of you guys. Literally was just listening to you guys' Patreon while
Are you
I was
going to
at work
open
right
toss?
now. Unfortunately, no. I wish.
Why not?
I'm broke.
You want a free ticket?
Are you dead ass?
Yeah. Send me an email. William at... Yeah. Send me an email right now.
Huge fucking fan of like all you guys.
Drove past
That's so cool. That is so
I
awesome.
just drove past, honked, and I was like, wait, it's so fucking crazy because I was like, wait, someone's on a Taylor Dunn and people drive like golf carts around this neighborhood like you were talking about, and it was like, wait, Taylor Dunn, I wonder if they got a special equipment or just like the local one that you were talking about. And then I see it's SC, and I'm like, no fucking shot. Are you fucking serious?
All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for saying hi.
Thanks for being as cool as I hoped you'd be.
I actually, honestly, I think giving free tickets to people that find us is gonna be a shit show.
Oh yeah.
I would love nothing more than a sandwich right now.
You wouldn't believe the trip we've had. What happened? Does it just work now?
Mm-hmm.
W.
It was the brakes, I think. We've gone 24 to 30 miles, I think, with all our detours. We're at 40% battery. So our next stop, we're going to an open source exhibitor's house. And while we're there, we're gonna charge with the Silverado 2026 Silverado EV Trail Boss Magnus Gray Matte. 26 Silverado EV Trail Boss Magnus Gray Matte. John, I realized something terrible. This entire time we've been driving, we have not generated a single watt of solar power. I was thinking our range was kind of lower. I was like, well, I guess we're just driving hard.
Oh.
Nope, we were not generating solar. So we just lost probably like 4 or 5 miles of range, maybe 4, 3 or 4.
Hey, what's 4 miles between friends?
Well, that's what I was thinking, right?
All right.
Right. Well, let's go to we'll go to the exhibitor's place and then we'll charge you there, I'm thinking. You know what? All things considered, I think that went really well. I was worried at the start, and now I'm not worried about anything anymore. John, help me guide the cable. Is that all we have? Okay. How's it going?
It's going all right. How do you do?
Pretty good.
Had a little arduous drive.
No, we had a great drive. It was the first mile of the drive was really bad, and then it turns out that every other mile it was. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That first mile was so bad that all the other miles felt great. You know, it's like when you hit yourself with a hammer and then you stop and you're like, oh, thank God it's over.
Got to get your journey started off right.
Yeah, you want to show us what you're up to?
Yeah.
So you like puppeteer? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll hold the blue one.
Oh, what is that?
And when I pull that.
Whoa!
This
wow,
is
that's really articulate.
Can you wrap me?
Oh no! See, this is unlucky.
Oh, feels good.
Whoa!
That's how it works.
Stuff.
Think like a 6th finger. You could do a video of like how many fingers is too many fingers. Wow.
But it's got 3 axes, so you can like wiggle it around in 3D
Women
space.
gonna love
and
that,
it's
especially the Japanese ones.
Very strange.
What do you have to finish before open source?
I'm gonna print one that's twice as big. It's gonna come off my elbow, and I'm gonna use that like a traditional upper limb prosthesis, where you like move your shoulders, and that pulls the cable.
Nice.
It does feel strangely organic when it grabs you.
Wait, Alan, grab me.
Oh, yeah, it does feel like a little.
Oh, yes. Yes.
We could do some crazy.
Dude, people would pay money for this. So you're about as ready for open source as we are.
I guess. I do have cookies though.
There's no drugs in them?
Wait,
you swear to God there's no drugs in these?
in your closet? Just for y'all.
I shouldn't. Okay, I will.
I'm fine.
Okay, it's fine.
Oh yeah, Michael's gonna die of cholesterol poisoning or whatever it's called. All right, well, thanks for the tour. Excited to see you open to us. We have very limited daylight left, and if we are driving on the road at night, I think we might die.
And one more thing.
Okay.
That you can thank me for. I make things.
Whoa! Did you spin this?
Yes.
That's so nice.
It's gonna be so sad when that shatters into a million.
No, we're gonna put this in the 2026
Chevy Silverado
Trail Boss EV Trail Boss.
Always forget Magnus. Always forget Magnus.
at the end.
Always forget. EV
The
Trail
2026
Boss
Silverado
Magnus Gray
EV
Matte.
Trail Boss Magnus Gray Matte.
Oh my God.
Keep this.
Such a dumb
so
name.
Appreciate it. Now we've got to go to Something Good Farm. And the problem is we have 11% battery left. They're gonna go to the grocery store and we are gonna go as slow as we possibly can. This is like what I was worried the most about is like the range anxiety is so real right now. Something we could do is connect the 12-volt accessory battery to the inverter, which it already is, and then turn the inverter on and then plug our big battery chargers into the inverter. We should probably do that at some point soon. So we've gone 6 miles, and in 6 miles we've used 7% of our battery. There's no way that this 3% is going to get us there. So I think we're going to have to get the battery charging off of the little battery, and that'll give us, I think, a little bit of extra range. Is that the button? I push it down. Yes. Okay. I got it. And then we switch from shore power. We're going to go to inverter, so that's on, and then we plug this in here, and now we're going to use our 12-volt battery to charge our 48-volt battery. We're not going to be able to get a lot of range out of this, but it might just be enough if we're lucky. This is huge. Big win. I think I'm dehydrated. I think we have enough range to go, if we're very lucky, 8 miles, and we have 13 miles to go. I think that's it, John. I think we just died. I'm dead.
Are you dead?
Dead, 0%. We're completely dead. We're fucking dead.
How close are we to the farm?
I mean, we're pretty close. Okay, so we've made it about, like, what, 60 miles? How far are we? Where are we? We have 8 miles to go, and when we started, we were 19. So we made it quite a ways. What is that, 11 miles?
Oh, hi there.
Okay.
Oh, we just need like 10 minutes to charge this. Do you want us to do it on the street where we might get hit, or can we hang out here for 10 minutes?
All right. Are you ready to tow? Because there's only one way we're getting to this farm in the next 30 minutes. It's a tow. If we go 25 miles, we could probably go 30. Hey, you guys ready to tow?
How many layers of tape?
Definitely like 2.
Tape for everything?
Yeah, I feel strong. I don't hear the tape creaking.
What is this tow tape rated for?
40,000 pounds. It's actually steel. It's fiber, Kevlar, or some bullshit. I don't know. My uncle works there. They used to advertise it on the Alex Jones show.
I'm gonna be in this car, not that car.
Oh, what's wrong? Coward, weak coward.
Lack of
Sorry, John, there's no more seats.
That's
Yes. Oh man. Oh, sorry about that.
All right, we're almost to our first farm. All the farmers are asleep, unfortunately, so we'll go meet them in the morning. But they've apparently, they promised not to shoot us, which is huge. Oh, is it this? Okay, we're at the first farm. They gave us.
Wow, those look like awesomely fresh strawberries.
What is this? Melon. A squash or a melon? We are at Something Good Organics farm right now, and they've let us camp in this area.
Oh,
Smells like strawberries. I think it's in such close proximity to strawberries.
Oh, they're so juicy.
These look perfect.
Bagels.
Whoa. And bagels?
Bagel.
How is it?
Only 2 though.
This is the best
We can
strawberry
share.
I've ever had.
Dude, I need this.
I like to wash my hands.
Wow. Wait, actually. Yeah.
Oh, it tastes like strawberry
Bagel is
candy.
We haven't met
Polish
them. We'll meet them in the morning because we got
I
here
have
too
no
late.
idea what
It's
it's
10
actually called in
p.m.
Polish.
It tastes like
Like,
what
how is it
candy
pronounced?
tries to make taste strawberries like.
Where are they sleeping? Are they in the motorhome?
Bye.
Oh, are they right over there?
Oh shit. They're gonna shoot us if you're too loud.
We really like your strawberries.
These are really good.
Yeah, it's from Krakow. Okay.
This is Kirsten.
What happened here? Oh yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
I'm here with Brian of Something Good Organics.
They said that they didn't need any help and that it would take longer to explain how to help than for me to help.
That's really loud! Does that ever get old?
I'm used to it.
But these tomatoes accidentally fell in my mouth. It tastes really good.
These are actually the best strawberries I've ever had in my life. We have to climb several thousand feet up a windy mountain road. It's the most dangerous part.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? Whoa, what's fucking up?
It's beeping and angry. Those are 200 degrees. Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Oh fuck, they're going for it. Oh fuck. They did it.
Good job, guys. Now we are on the old highway, so there's nobody on this road, and it's a pretty crappy road. But, oh, look at this, it's
That's
shaded.
good though.
Good for us, because it's hot in here. Bad for them because they have solar power.
New air, Kevin. It says controller over temperature MOSFET.
It's not even that hot out today.
It's not hot at all. No, it's horseshit. I'm definitely gonna try. This is a $2,000 motor. It's a lot of money for this.
So if the MOSFET is overheating, because it still has to switch when you're doing
Regen,
regen. So it
yeah.
still has to work.
Yeah.
Even though regen's like easier because you're not always regenning, maybe you can turn the regen
Down
a little bit.
That's a good idea.
But it did it automatically doing that, where it turns the regen down because it felt less powerful. But that means I have to ride the brakes, and the brakes smell like burning.
Oh, so you're trading the burning the MOSFETs for burning the brakes.
The brakes scare me more.
What a
I feel like
choice.
if we have to use the brakes, we need to stop. Let's lower regen to, I can do 200 amps or something.
Why don't we just wait for a bit?
Here, I bumped it down to 200. It's still beeping though. It's still complaining. So that means it's still, no, the fault's gone.
He said it's weird because he said one thing and then it is doing the complete opposite of the thing that he said. He said if we have to use the brakes, I feel like we gotta stop. And right now he's turning down the regen braking, which means we gotta use the brakes. It's just fucking schizophrenic ramblings at this place.
Wait.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant right here.
It closes in 2 minutes.
They look open. There are people walking to it. Should we go to the restaurant?
Give him a call.
Are you guys hungry? Also, what do you mean you're not hungry?
He's right.
They just closed.
If the motor controller hadn't have stopped and we hadn't had to wait on the side of the road, then we would have made it up the hill and we would have gone to this tavern.
I'm so fucking sad right now.
You think they would just let us get something to go? You think they'd just give us some beers to go?
I think they'd give us some beers to go. Do you want to go ask?
Yeah, sure.
They're not. They
Didn't get
wouldn't
the
serve
food.
us food.
At least get some
because
beers.
of the color of our skin.
And also because they were closed.
And also because they were closed. I think it might have been mostly because they were closed. They got bought nachos and they look like they're about to leave.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And if they leave the nachos on the table,
yeah,
we could take them. Do you think those people are gonna take their food with them?
Okay, they are probably gonna leave food behind, but I don't think, because like the food they leave behind, I don't know if it's gonna be like
old woman, dude. She's like pecking at it, like
Yeah.
just barely eating it.
Do they have fries though? I bet if they got fries, they'll probably leave behind some fries.
Pretend to be a bus boy.
Oh,
Wait, so what color shirt are what color shirt are the bus boys wearing? They're wearing black shirts? John, you're the only one wearing a black shirt.
Yeah,
You have
I
to be
think
the
we're
bus
gonna
boy.
have to- No, but look, he's got like a
I have this weird logo. I have a weird emblem on. There's no way. They won't believe that I'm the bus boy. You have nothing on your shirt. Turn around. Let me see.
It's a
No,
plain
you're
shirt.
clean. You're
It's
clean.
literally
You're
a plain
you were
shirt.
literally born to be a bus
So
boy.
you just
John,
go up and say,
yeah.
"Oh, can I
Yes,
take that for
go,
you?"
Go take the nachos right now. What would you rather do? Do this yourself or take your shirt off right here and then put it on Alan?
Nobody
and
is
Alan will
going
do
to
it.
confront you about this.
Alan will do
Not
it.
a worker shirt.
Alan doesn't give a fuck. Oh, she's doing it. Are those shirts for sale?
Yeah, but we're not selling them anywhere. We didn't have a good
No.
day today.
Oh, okay. Holy shit, Kevin, you're wearing a shirt that looks almost exactly the same.
It is
Kevin,
not.
you know exactly what you need to do right now.
Kevin, you have to do that at the.
This is stage one. Okay,
Stage
stage one. Stage two, I go back for the food.
Okay.
You have to do that at the table where the people. No one's seen you do this, Kevin.
Where did Michael go?
We're sitting in the food cook chair, looking at all the people eat their awesome food in the food cook chair.
All right, should we go?
Yeah.
The best part is, I used to drive something like that at the airport.
It looks like they have a problem.
We had like one of those were super old, looked exactly the same. Almost.
Fucking kill me. Fucking kill me. Fuck.
So what's over here now?
Fuck! Some rope.
Fuck.
I have some rope. I have rope.
Fucking kill me.
Maybe it slipped off. Maybe the chain slipped off, Will.
There is no way the chain slipped off.
You think it
Something
slipped off?
way worse has happened. Hey, Kevin, who made the chain?
I did the best I could with the drill bits you gave me.
Well, let's push it somewhere that is effective and not deadly.
Fuck!
Because it's about to take 4 hours.
So my fear this whole drive has been the starting and stopping being very clunky. The throttle is like all or nothing. It shits out all the time and it just creates all sorts of thunking. And like thunking is where bad shit happens. Every time that happens, it's like an extra pound of very high forces into the chain. And the chain has finally given up. I mean,
I think it's more than a pound.
Who wants to make lunch?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm down. Where should we put the hammock?
John, you want to plug the extension cord in so we can charge
That
this
is
12
so
volt accessory
cool.
battery? Fuck, this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. You bring things not because you want to use them, but because you might have to use them. I was in Boy Scouts, and the motto was always be prepared and don't tell your parents what happens at camp.
I think we're gonna be here for a while, so I'm disassembling this chicken. I'm deboning this chicken, so we'll just have dinner ready to go once it gets dark here. I will. You wanna make a wish?
Yeah, I want to make a wish.
Yeah, we got a wish, but you gotta win though, okay?
Okay.
All right, pull on it. Hey, all right, you got a wish now.
I wish the Taylor Dunn worked better and wasn't broken.
You could have wished for $1 billion. What are you doing?
What? $1 billion is not gonna help us right now. Or wait, actually.
So dumb.
Fuck!
All right, here we go.
Okay. So this is fine.
Do you think it's A, the chain broken, B, the motor key broken, or C, something further inside of the differential that's broken? Find out next time.
What is that sound? That sounds like the chain's still on. The fucking key broken? No shit.
This...
I guess we'll see.
Did we break a key? I think we can pull the motor off to kind of peek. If we have to take the pan off, we're fucked. If we take that pan off, Ken, we're gonna be here for 4 hours.
Okay.
No, we're in a bad place right now. It's not like the end of the world, but we're in a bad place. We don't have any keys either. I don't think I brought any.
Pile of chain in there.
What the fuck, Kevin? The gear is gone. Where's the sprocket? What happened?
It's sideways.
Cause look at the cap is still on. Did the fucking sprocket break? The whole assembly is fine.
It's nobody's fault.
The sprocket fucking broke in half! Holy shit, Kevin!
It broke in half?
It's no one's fault. That's crazy. But it's Taylor Dunn's fault.
No!
It's Taylor Dunn's fault.
We're fucked!
This is like worse than either of those.
What the fuck? The thing,
Worst case scenario.
the thing we bought from the store broke. See the sprocket teeth there and the sprocket teeth there. The sprocket exploded. None of this was in my fucking bingo card. All right, John, here is the first piece. This whole thing was hardened.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
And
when that was the dirtiest
it just started
piece
fracturing.
of,
You can see the
chicken
fracture
I've ever
propagated, and then once it got far enough, the whole
like it
thing
was
just fucking
breaking for so
detonated.
much
How long do you
time.
think it'll hold if it's welded back together?
I don't think it will hold.
God.
Yeah.
We have two options right now: is fix the Taylor Dunn or do the thing.
Look,
The thing?
The thing.
look,
The same way the Taylor Dunn came in.
When you do blue collar work, you don't notice stuff like that. It went completely over my head because I've eaten in such dirty fucking places with my hands being so fucking dirty. This doesn't even come close. I just don't care. I will eat anything after 12 to 16 hours of work sometimes. It really doesn't fucking matter. As long as it contains calories, I'm good.
Into this world is the way we're gonna take it out of the world. Is it? Yeah, grab that one. Yeah, that one. Oh yeah, bring that gear. Yeah, bring that. Can you open all the gears? And then on the table is a pair of calipers in the kitchen, I think. There should be a pair, I think maybe Kevin's calipers. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, I know I ordered 2 of those, and that is the other one. It's the exact same with that, but you can see the color. They're purple on the teeth, but not on the collar.
Good, because, yeah.
Right? Like, well, let's heat treat the fucking cube. It's 1.38. Yeah! Let's fucking go! Yes! Yes!
Oh, thank God.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. So we don't have to do the thing.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I know. I think doing the thing might be more work than changing this. Ian Doki is the CEO of OpenSauce and our hero of the day. He's gonna drive up here with the gear, the sprocket, and all the other parts we need to fix this. Right now what we'll do is we'll open the gearbox up, we'll take the cover off, we'll drain the oil out, and then we'll wait for our knight in shining armor to arrive in another GM vehicle, the Hummer. Our fucking hero, our hero. Who's gonna kiss the hero? Kiss the hero, Michael.
I couldn't, guys. I couldn't.
Where's the treasure? Where's the treasure? Where's the treasure? All right, that's it. I got my treasure. Oh, John's got treasure too? What the heck? Is it the beer? Is John's treasure beer? Okay, the cap is coming off, and then the Loctite's completely gone. So then we need to pull that off. Howdy.
Were you driving this on the highway?
Yeah, we've got a special equipment plate.
So you can actually drive it on the...
Yeah, it's a farm vehicle. So we use it to fix tractors and stuff, so we farm to farm. Ain't no laws when you got a special equipment plate. You know, I gotta get this part out of here. How do I do that? You know, when I got this on, I hammered it on. Now my question is, how do I get it off? I put this whole thing together with the intent on never taking it apart. Okay, I'm making progress. I'm definitely gonna have to file it down. Get the job done. All right, it's off. Ah! Oh, is the part done? Yeah. It does look like a cracked pipe. Okay, this is my funnel adapter. This should fit in here. We have to put a gallon of oil into this tiny little hole, and so that'll go like that. And then the funnel should fit into the top. Where's my funnel? Should fit in like that. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole adapter stack. The first step is the shaft. The shaft goes on. You remember doing this last time? We just sort of hammered everything. Maybe that's why it broke, is we hammered it on. It cracked in the back. And the way that I got this on last time is I stuck the key in here and I hammered it. And the problem is that towards the end, it gets kind of tight. So I think it might have been my fault. I think I put too much, well, it's still, they hardened the whole thing. Like, you shouldn't be able to make steel do that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna angle grain this, I think. Ow, oh, it's so hot. My glove is so broken too.
Get the campsite.
You know what? Good enough for government work. They haven't called us yet, which I think is
where the last one on the job. Everyone else leaves. Let the bucket engineers do the
a
cooking.
good sign.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have called us by now if there was no campground available. All right, I'm gonna put some Loctite on there, and then I'm gonna put this onto there, and then I'm gonna put this through here, and then I'm gonna screw this on there, and that's it. Never again. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I might have almost made a huge mistake. I think we need to put it back in here first. Oh, I think that means we have to take the whole cover off. Fuck! Now I gotta go back under the car. I gotta take the whole, I forgot, I gotta take the whole pan cover off. They're back. Is it good news or bad news?
All right, we got a spot. It was actually super easy.
We got a spot?
Yeah.
We got a spot! Yes!
Oh my god, ouch.
Oh, fuck you.
Should I put the drop?
Taking the pan off. All right, Kevin, you can inspect your handiwork for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
It looks fine.
Oh, they're not stiff anymore.
They're not stiff anymore?
Actually, this one is still stiff.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It hasn't been worn in enough. Dude, how did the chain survive longer?
They're not loose at all. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe all the stuff that we bought is what broke, not the stuff we made. All right, the chain's on, the sprocket's ready to be installed, so we're going to mount the motor, get the chain over the sprocket once the motor is like in the hole, and then we have to attach the sprocket to the shaft permanently with the cap, and then we can put the cover back on. So it's like we have to do all this with the pan cover off, and then we put it on, and then we fill it with oil. It's actually one of those things like you really don't want to ever go into that box, and so we got, I think, kind of a bit unlucky. The options are, we have a couple of options right now. One, mechanically it's connected, and if we put it down it will drive.
Yes.
So we could drive a mile open chain, or we just put the cover on and then fill it with oil back there. Probably cover it, at least.
Yeah.
So we don't get dirt and stuff in there?
Yeah, definitely.
Also, we have to load all the stuff on this anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, maybe we should just
finish it?
Yeah.
Fuck,
It
okay.
may be the right thing. Do you guys want to spin it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dude, even without a load, it freaking tweaks back. That's crazy. Hit it again?
Oh, there you go.
Man, there really
Punch
is
it.
there's such a
You
minimum.
want me to punch it?
Yeah, punch it.
All right.
That's fucking terrifying.
Sound like exactly when he's doing a little tiny bit.
Here, does somebody, who wants to deal with this problem?
Cardboard?
Yeah, it's actually quite the... Whoever wants to deal with this is definitely gonna want gloves. I just want to get to a campground when it's light outside. Like, it's actually my least favorite part of all this shit. Getting somewhere when it's dark, you can't see any of what the fuck is going on. We get our oil, and we're gonna slowly and painfully fill the fucking differential back up, and then we're gonna make a goddamn mess in the process. You know, it took me 30 minutes to put a gallon of oil in 2 days ago, and I think this is gonna take only 10 minutes with the final adapter. Okay, we were on the ground, and now we got to put everything back on it, and then we drive to the campground. Maybe one day.
Do you want to try making super cores?
That's what I was thinking, super cores, yeah.
I think it's gonna taste really good.
Super duper cores. Listen, I think we earned a super course. I feel like for all the things that could have gone wrong, we have managed to make it go right.
Fuck it.
We haven't driven it yet. I shouldn't say shit until we're driving. I actually shouldn't say shit until we're at the campground. Okay, so
showers.
Alan started a rumor that there's showers here, and that's actually really important to us, and if there's not, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
There is a sign right before we turned in here.
How could
Literally
you pick
said
that-
showers.
How could you turn such good news into a negative thing?
Because I think I'm looking at him.
I learned how to read in like the 5th grade, man. I know what the word showers
5th grade?
looks like.
Dude, that's like top 10%. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't even want to take a shower anymore.
I wanna sleep somewhere flat.
Oh yeah, on the table here.
I think I'm gonna drive around the table.
Do you want to see a cool spot?
Yeah. Wait, can you put a tent there? Is that a septic tank?
Yeah.
It's like a boat launch? What is this?
I guess Michael's tent would fit on this thing.
Your guys' tent wouldn't fit on this? It's such a
wider.
big pad.
It's because it's narrower.
We could sleep next to each other. If we like put the tent right here, we'd have to sleep next to each other.
Is the water right there?
Yeah, that's water.
Oh shit. Let's go.
Yeah, the guy told us that the one thing is that there's rowing teams that go out here in the morning and they might be loud, but it's
Okay.
not until like 7-ish.
We can throw rocks at them if they're too loud?
I think he
Did
said
he say
yeah.
anything
Yeah,
like
he
that?
said we could throw
What
rocks at
about
them.
mosquitoes, though?
Okay. So we're gonna make
This
steak and,
water is
and play magic?
plenty of mosquitoes. That's so cool. Oh no. And they're already shit faced. Next day's gonna be bad. Think it's medium rare if it's cooked all the way through and done. Honestly, considering campsite, it might be actually cooked all the way through, just to be safe. Not sure if they have refrigeration, you know.
This is what the campground looks like during the day. Isn't that crazy? That's life, you know. You just get to the campground at dark, and then you get to see it in the morning right before you leave. I really need to take a shower. After last night, we pulled up, and then we made dinner, and then we went to bed. I don't really remember what happened.
Right when we started cooking stuff, I can't really remember how I got to bed actually.
And I feel disgusted. You took a shower? You just came back. How much money did it cost?
It is $1 per 3 minutes.
Does it take cash?
No, it's only
Nothing
coins.
Coins? Okay, Jesus.
There's a general store a couple minutes away by driving.
Oh, so to take a shower, you gotta go to the general store.
Yeah. You have a towel?
Yeah, they
No,
do
I
have,
don't
like,
have a towel. I was just gonna use
National
an old shirt. What'd you do?
Geographic
I
logo
used
on.
my old underwear, but
Your
I
old
also
underwear.
had old shirts, so I'm starting to think that I should have done that.
I trim my beard. Does anyone have a trimmer? We were supposed to go farther yesterday than we did. Obviously, we had some technical difficulties on my phone's over here. How far were we supposed to go? Were we like 16 miles short or something, John? So right now, we have to do today's drive plus 16 miles plus the backtrack we did. So we're 82% charge, and we're charging at 10 amps with the solar right now. So I figured out we got 58 miles to drive today. Something is shorting on the Taylor Dunn, and that means the fridge isn't running. The fridge has got meat, so we've got to get the fridge hooked up. Then I got to figure out what's wrong with the Taylor Dunn. Why is it all of a sudden shorting out? Every time we plug it into 2026 Silverado EV Trail Boss, it trips a breaker. We have 58 miles to drive, and I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff to do. I just disconnected the power reel, and I'm gonna stick one lead into one side and the other lead into the other side, and the multimeter beeps. What that means is that inside of the reel, these two wires are touching. It's like basically taking a fork and shoving it in the outlet. So this thing's fucked. As long as the charging one works, this one's still fine, That's all we need, so I don't know. I don't know. Everything is like slowly decaying. I feel like like this is sort of, you know? Are your grandparents still alive, Alan?
Yeah, I got a grandma.
A grandma? Do you remember there was like a point in time where you're like, oh, it's grandma, grandpa, and then you're just like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Taylor Dunn.
You know, we're only 15% of the way.
I know we're only 15% of the way. Are we actually only 15% of the way? Well,
fuck. This is called a confessional. This is where John wants me to guess if we're gonna make it to San Mateo or not. We're going to make it. Okay, I can promise you we're gonna make it. I just don't know if we're gonna make it on the Taylor Dunn.
the only time we're gonna stop is if the Taylor Dunn is completely borked and we can't replace the parts. That's it.
I think we're kind of, we're driving on borrowed time right now.
I think we might very soon find ourselves in a situation where it's summer, families go on vacation, and they start on Fridays. But tonight, we might be fucked if we don't find a campground earlier.
I think Will's a little bit too negative sometimes, definitely. Will's a naysayer. You know, one little thing goes wrong on the Taylor Dunn, and he thinks it's just gonna cascade and blow up and catch on fire. It's not going to.
Are you fixing the problem with the motor starting up so that the sprocket doesn't get hammered every time it starts up?
Yeah, I need to do that too.
What's the longest number of miles that sprocket has ever survived so far?
I think about 60.
About 60 miles? That's about the distance we're going today?
Yeah, something like that.
Has anyone talked to Michael this morning? Do we know where he is?
I slept really good. My phone died, so my alarm didn't turn on. Are we gonna make it? We're not gonna fucking make it.
Campers!
Yeah, no way.
Aye, aye.
We gotta go. Who's gonna be my driving buddy?
Or no, wait, Junktown and Monktown.
Dude, they're doing it like it's a fucking bad thing to drive in this. Do you want to be my driving buddy or no? Okay. We got 58 miles to drive and we've got 90% battery charge. I think we can make it. I think we can do it, but we gotta go right now. Oh, where's my pink water bottle?
That's probably 3 millimeters.
Are you kidding me?
Probably not the best.
We're gonna boost. Oh, this is a big bump.
Yeah. I have a feeling that stuff is.
Hey boys, you look lost. Any way I could help you with something?
And that's like something.
No? Alright.
Guys, how you doing?
Good, we're just filling up our tires.
What's the plan for this automobile here?
Well, we're leaving the park right now. Yeah. Why?
Where you guys headed?
St. Louis. Well, we're taking it to the farm.
You got plates for it? You guys are probably gonna get pulled over.
Okay.
So.
Well, we've got the paperwork for it. It's all legal and everything.
Okay. If it was me, I'd just give you words of wisdom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drive that highway.
Yeah, no shit. It's good. Just in 3 meters. Oh, it's a fucking death trap, man.
He's looking. He's looking. Is he gonna go?
He doesn't give a fuck!
No, he's not. He's not moving.
Yay!
He's not moving.
He doesn't give a fuck!
No! Dude, more shit! It's hissing.
A little bit.
Oh, the tires.
There's terrible news, everybody.
What's up, shit?
Our tire's flat.
It looks flat. It does look flat.
I don't know what happened. I heard a weird sound and then we looked out and it was hissing.
I see it right here.
Oh, you see it?
What is
Yeah,
it?
it's like a barb of a fence or something, barbed wire.
Fuck!
Can we patch it without taking it off, you think?
Yeah.
These are nice tires too. These are $100 each.
Really?
Yeah. Can you give it to me?
Damn.
Put that in epoxy resin.
That's actually expensive.
Dude, it's literally a barb from a barbed wire fence. So what does that do?
So you find the hole, it like normalizes the hole so that the thing can go in.
Kind of rounds it out.
Yeah, it rounds it out so the patch
How long do these patches last for?
long enough. If you go 20 miles an hour, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't put it like it's an emergency fix on like a motorcycle, but this is permanent.
How long do we have to let it dry for before we fill it up with air?
It doesn't dry.
Oh, it never dries. So it's always gonna be goopy.
Fill it up, dude. That's it.
All right, Kevin, it's fixed.
Nice. Keep going.
Yeah, so that plug isn't not gonna hold the air. It's leaking constantly, but maybe they can get, you know, a little bit further. Oh, vultures eating roadkill.
Oh yeah. Oh.
What was that? Dude, the head of a coyote. Here you go, John. You shoot through this. Dude, that looks crazy.
Oh my god.
That shit looks crazy.
Oh my god, it's like a baby.
We're here at Bob's, Billy Little Bob's Burger, and they're not giving us a tour or anything. We're just customers ordering burgers. We've driven 40-something miles with one problem, but it's held up so far. I'm just saying, this is awesome. I love the Taylor Dunn.
This would be like a really, really funny time for something like even worse, bad to happen.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I should say something like how funny it would be if the batteries caught on fire and it burned the whole thing down. What's up? What's your name?
Felipe.
Felipe?
Yes.
We're in Santa Maria, and we're at the Goodwill. We need a monitor. Do we have an HDMI cable? Do we know?
I don't live here no more.
Yeah.
But I live the city over in Lompoc.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but we do farming too.
You do what kind of farming?
Raspberry and peas.
Oh,
Really?
Can we visit?
Wait, what's your job with the farming?
It's my parents' business.
So you do everything?
Pretty much.
Do you want a free ticket to open sauce?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh. Is this area? What is this area like? You think if we left this here, we'd come back and everything would still be on here?
Most of it. Yeah.
Most of it? What would
That's
they?
pretty good.
What would
That's
they?
not bad.
Like wheels? What would be missing?
I think they'll take the car and just leave everything else.
Oh, on the track. No! We need the car. Put the trail cam in the. Yeah, let's let them see if someone steals our shit. I don't think anyone's gonna steal anything off of it, but in case they do, we've got the trail cam set up. We need a monitor. We need stuff for a shower. We need what else, Kevin? I can't remember.
Oh, you wanted a face trimmer.
Oh, face trimmer to trim my downstairs mix-up is out of control. Okay, so what if we get like a garden hose and then we plug the hairdryer in and then we pour the water through it? Would that heat it up?
What if we use a Keurig and we
That would short it out.
Oh, we just like make cups of coffee and pour it? Okay. You're paying for that if you're buying
I'm
it.
paying for it?
Yeah.
$20? I mean, $20 to become like a geriatric Iron Man?
There's a kid selling stuff, like a little mini garage sale over here. I thought maybe Goodwill was kind of lame. Maybe the kid's garage sale would be better. There was a little kid doing a garage sale over there, and I saw totes, but I think it was actually just selling clothes.
Oh.
Didn't
have an HDMI cable?
No HDMI cable, just socks and used underwear. But we're trying to make the shower, Kevin, and I just realized that there's like more problems than just hot water. Like we have to get water.
But you're talking like a setup where you are recirculating the water? I bet you only need like a gallon of water if you're just pumping it around and around.
Yuck.
Well, we would each need our own gallon, and then we would fill our own bottles back up
And then we
after we were
compare
done.
each other's gallons.
Who has the dirtiest gallon of water?
What if we just get like a garden sprayer and we fill it up with warm water from the campfire, and then you could just like.
Are we allowed to have fires
so
where
much
we're
better
going?
and simpler.
But like, can we have fires? Have we figured out if we can have fires at these
Well, we have
campgrounds?
induction heaters and we have boiling water.
Oh, we do. We can boil. We can just boil the water.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
that's a good idea. We should just get it. We should just get a pump one.
Yeah.
Or overthinking this.
Yeah, in reality, you could just pour a pot over yourself.
That's too hot. You're crazy.
Yeah, no.
Well, don't heat it up to boiling, man.
What's up, everyone? Kevin and William here. Broken down on the side of the road. Let's go.
Back on the side of the road.
It never ends. So we want to do another meetup this year, and but we like, where should we do it? I'm thinking like maybe at
somewhere in San Francisco.
Somewhere in San Francisco with a good view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah. If you have any ideas for a meetup, so I'm thinking July 15th, Wednesday, July 15th at noon. July 15th, Wednesday at noon at whatever you guys pick in the comments down below.
Yeah, top comment wins.
Top comment wins. It has to be in San Francisco and it has to have a view of the Golden Gate Bridge. That's the only rules. We'll just give you the date and time. You guys pick the location.
Assuming we can fix this thing.
Yes.
We'll walk if we have to.
We will. We'll see you. Bye. Bye. All right, Alan, we get to go up that big hill over there.
All right, here we go.
20-mile-an-hour corner.
What would you? That's a significant angle. What would you call that angle? That feels like a 7-degree angle or something.
Dude, I think that
maybe 10. Don't stop.
Don't stop. Okay, we've got torque. We're current limited.
Oh, it's slowing down. Wow, we got really high up really quickly. That was a steep angle.
I know.
That's like we're already like everything is ants down there already.
We're like 1,000 feet in the air. We're literally almost to the next farm.
Is this like actually like here? Oh my god.
Nice to meet you guys.
Hi, I'm Alan.
Hey there, I'm Josh.
Nice to meet you, Josh.
It looks like you guys made it. This is killer.
Thank God for letting us borrow your electricity. We'll give it back when we're done.
Oh yeah, no problem.
To be
We got an
proper with
RV
that.
pad for
That's
you
a
right
classic.
There. It's got water and power, and if you guys need showers, we'll get all that figured out too.
Nice.
Can I give you a hug?
Sure, no problem. Well, let's get this beast of a vehicle over here and plugged in.
Oh, there you go. Come on, keep going. What are you doing up there?
I'm just doing this. This thing's a piece of shit, man. I'm sorry. We're here at your ranch. It's smaller than our farm, but you somehow you do more actual farm things on here.
Yeah, we're just blessed to find this place. We've been here for 11 and a half years. It is just over an acre in size, but because it's a corner lot, the layout is absolutely amazing for us to put everything together. So yeah, we'll start here with the call ducts. The weird thing about a call duct is they almost look fake. When they're not moving,
They do.
it's
They're like bleached paper white.
They're both female, and they love being fed mealworms. So I'll get some mealworms and we'll be able to feed them. We'll get that on the second round.
That's so cute.
Why do you keep these? Because they look awesome?
Well, we have an Airbnb. My job is to build the barns, and my wife fills them with animals.
Nice.
So she gets everything that's cute. So we have Nigerian dwarf goats. We have the smaller duck. My daughter, she likes loud things, so we have the geese. The fun thing about the geese, they hate men.
They hate men?
They hate men.
Including you?
Oh yeah, my daughter gets a huge kick out of that.
They like kids?
They will get mellow with kids. They will bow to them.
Michael, see if they bow to you.
Whoa!
Are they bowing? Is that bowing?
I almost think he can get away with it and go in. The gate's right there.
He's about to get fucking ripped to pieces.
So when their necks are straight, they're pissed. They do that all the time with me.
They're pissed at it.
Okay,
but
so
with him, they're looking up.
Oh, they're trying to figure out whether or not to be pissed at him.
Yeah, I don't think they're entirely sure.
Get lower.
So with me, what they'll do is they'll bite my leg.
Does it hurt?
It does a little bit, but the part that really hurts is they bite your leg to hang on, because then they beat you with their wings.
Oh, and that hurts.
And that's the part that hurts.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It feels like someone has one of those little novelty bats.
They're going for Mike. No, they decide he's a man. They want to kill him. They want to kill him. They're trying to kill him.
If they go after you, you can just grab their neck and then
Grab him by the neck,
Yeah.
Michael.
So since you've had them since they were babies, the question is, when did they become assholes?
About
in the
6
pod.
months ago.
6 months.
They got
6
meaner
months
and
ago.
meaner. So are we want me to catch one?
Yeah, let's catch it. Yeah, show us how to wrangle a goose.
All right, come here.
Look at, they know. Oh, okay. You got him.
Said they started becoming more mean about 6 months ago when you started grabbing him by the neck and picking him up.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I've been self-fulfilled prophecy there.
Dude, it's hissing like somebody trying to play a clarinet.
Like a mid-ranged weapon now. Like you could actually move that towards someone and hurt them.
It's such a thin
I wanna
neck.
feel that. Oh my gosh, there's nothing there.
Is the honker squishy? Can I honk your squisher? Can I squish your honker? Ooh. Oh yeah. You know, it feels like if your dog had a lump like that, you would be concerned.
So when you look at some animals, each animal has their own kind of emotion that they embody.
Theirs is just anger.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Oh, they
I
cover up
see.
very well. They make up for it with anger, I guess.
It's kind of nice actually. I like it. It's like a little massage.
All right, well, we'll continue and go over this way. So we have about 18 chickens, and I got a lot of fence repair to do, so the goats love to take care of that. I almost never mow this backyard.
They take care of the repair, or they take care of the breaking?
Mowing. They take care of the mowing.
This is a lot of animals.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whole petting zoo.
all our guests get a big kick out of it. So these are all our does, or females, and
You are very wide.
Wow, they're really wide. The aspect ratio here. This one bites too.
they're wide because they're
That's
ruminants.
fucking
They have
wild.
a giant stomach with 4 compartments.
Imagine
They
calling someone that
are
they have a
always
wide
fermenting, so
aspect
they're always
ratio.
burping.
Fucking hell, 60
Why are
by
they
nine.
They brew it.
Here feet right now.
I don't know. I kind of am enjoying this.
They're really going after your feet.
So this is the barn that we put together, and my wife will breed the goats about 3 times a year. Not all of them, but a section of them.
So what do you do when you have too many goats?
So she has competition bloodlines, and she sells them a lot of times.
How much does a goat go for?
The boys we sell for $150, and then the girls anywhere between $450 and $700.
Girls are so much more expensive.
So this is Jupiter, one of our two bucks. And people will pay to do stud fees, and then they'll bring their doe over to spend the night.
Are you willing to go into the arena or the cage? Or what do you call this? The dome, the Thunderdome? I'll go with you.
The pen. So here he is. He's pretty chill. They love the ladies.
Yeah.
Of course, that's why we keep them separate, or else they're always pregnant all the time.
Too much lady love.
So yeah, if you get him
goats
up there, he'll totally want to push against your hand and like play.
And then I'm annoying the fox.
Go to sleep.
They like to go up?
Yeah, he'll probably come up here, especially when he thinks.
What if you go up? Kevin.
I know.
Hi. Waiting for him to push me off. I thought he'd be mean. He's not mean.
No, your bucks aren't mean.
So what's the deal with the pig? You said Winston?
Let's go check those out. Yeah.
Let's see Winston.
What we have here are a special heritage breed of pigs from New Zealand. They were almost extinct. So in the late 90s, British researchers found only 36 of them left. And they took 18 of them to England for a breeding program to rescue the breed. You guys can come in. She's totally chill. We just don't want her out because she's very food motivated, so she's gonna go and turn over trash cans.
She looks really good at going anywhere she wants and nothing can stop her.
So she's totally chill. She's about 10 years old, so we've retired her. We're not breeding her anymore. A typical meat pig takes about 5 or 6 months, and it's at full weight.
Wow.
This type of pig is not a meat pig. They take 2 years. So they're not very profitable because you'd have to feed them for a very long time. But they're supposed to be the Wagyu of pork. Most pigs get fed slop, they tear up the dirt. A kuni eats grass. So
she gets this really good. This big just from eating alfalfa.
Alfalfa and grass, yeah. Very, very unique breed. They're very tame.
I can't. It's hard to see where all the features of her face are. Her eyes kind of melded and everything.
It's like so expressive. Actually, she's got like the buck teeth.
Yeah.
And just kind of like.
Their fur is so wiry. It's like a broom almost.
And you get a lot of colors out of this breed of pig compared to the typical meat pigs.
Whoa, this one's loud.
So yeah, this is Winston.
How old is Winston?
Same age as Willow. We bought him as a breeding pair. Just
Winston, you are so much uglier.
He's got those big tusks.
Oh my God, those are scary teeth.
That's like serious business.
So the thing about boar pigs, is they actually have armor. So if you feel right here, you can get under the skin, and there's a layer.
Oh, what is that?
It feels like one of those thin plastic cutting boards that you would use in your kitchen.
Like, is that like collagen or like what is that?
Like keratin or something? Yeah, I'm not.
It does. It kind of feels like
a football pad.
It does. It's.
He literally has just weird armor inside of it.
Some sort of thing. Some sort of like, yeah. So like that thing, can have sex with that thing, and then that's where the piglets come from.
Yep.
How does that?
How does pig romance work?
Yeah, I'm just like everything about that is like the picture in my head is not good.
She will hang out with him a lot, and then she'll nudge him in the balls.
Ah.
And it's like, hey, you have a job to do. Now the problem is that he's got these tusks, so he'll come up and say like, hey, and he'll rub on her.
Yeah.
And then she squeals and jumps away. So you have this like tension between them because she wants him to get close, but in a smart way, but he's pretty dumb with making moves.
So like us. If we were in like a life or death battle and it was the 5 of us versus one of him, do you think we could take him out with our bare hands, or would he kill all of us? Like if he was like he understands the rules of this.
You will have stitches.
Would we win though?
He's old now. If you can knock him over, then you have a chance.
Okay.
Pigs aren't the most dexterous animals anyway.
Okay, but what if it was a one-on-one?
Yeah, I don't know. I would get my popcorn, my beer, lawn chair, and watch the chaos. It would be very amusing.
Okay. God, the goats have it best. They got this huge swath of land.
Follow me, let's go. I am Goat Moses, follow me.
This is where we milk the goats. It's the stanchion. So, goats are very food motivated. So when you open up that, the ladies that are in milk will line right up, go in the gate, at their turn, hop in and be fed, then my wife hooks up a milking machine. But if we have you milking anything, we're not going to give you the machine.
No.
You're going to do it by hand.
Oh no. How many goats have to be milked in the morning?
3 or 4. I'm not sure how many my
Honestly,
wife's got in
they should be happy they're milking goats instead of him, so, you know.
Who milks the boy goats?
This is our chicken coop, so here's some eggs.
Whoa.
We get about, somewhere between 8 and 10 a day.
That's too many eggs. How do you eat them all?
So when my wife milks the goats, we give that neighbor the milk and she makes cheese. And so we get some of the cheese that she makes. And the neighbor that we share this fence with, he grows his own hops. So I give him eggs and he gives me beer.
Oh,
You
nice.
guys have like a little village.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Our neighbors, we give them loud noises. They call the police department.
Yeah, this is our hen house, and the rooster, he likes to attack people.
Oh my God, that thing's a fucking unit.
We're about to have 3 of those.
You want to catch him?
Look how big he is.
Yeah, he's pretty mean. So yeah, we lock him up when we have our guests here because
he's mean.
Yeah, he likes to attack with his spurs. Hercules is 86.
Whoa!
So my wife and I, next month we'll be married 25 years. We've had him ever since we got married.
Wow.
Her parents had him for
Nice.
12. Her grandpa had him for 20, and he was fully grown back then. And they were, estimating, at that age that he was, in his late 20s already. So they only need to drink water. Desert tortoises only need to drink water once a year.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane. What the-
One drink a year.
The way their body is built, they will extract all the water. Their bladder will extract all the water in their bladder, and then their urination looks more like cottage cheese.
Oh, what?
That's
Yeah.
That's my hat.
That's just
a second shithole at that point. It's not even piss. It's just shit too. How old do you think he can get? Like, is he gonna outlive all of us?
So in captivity, they live between 65 and 85.
Uh-oh, he's ticking.
So yeah, but he's still got a lot of spunk.
Still got some pep in his step.
Oh yeah.
He does. Yeah. And then since this is where our guests hang out,
I like turtles too.
all the goats know about when they know they're gonna get fed.
There we go.
And then we got 2 fire pits. So right over there is the barbecue and the smoker for you guys. And then this is the private patio for our Airbnb guests and their fire pit.
Nice. This is really great. Day number 4 of driving through California farm to farm on our way to Open Sauce. Just as a reminder, these videos come out a day early on Sauce Plus, so go subscribe there, which also gets you the virtual ticket to Open Sauce. All the panels, shows, behind the scenes exhibits, all sorts of good stuff is up there, and plus all the previous years and Scary Cody and all the other things we've ever done. Also, there's a one-day Sunday ticket to Open Sauce. That is July 18th and 19th. So remember, come to Open Sauce and see us and see cool things. One-day ticket, it's cheaper. If you only want to pay for one day, you only got to pay for one day this year. We got a big demand for that, and so we've delivered. See you on Sauce Plus.
Okay. That's the continuation, I assume.
7 a.m.
No, that's day 6.
This is what the...
That's day 3. That's day 5.
This is what the
Where's day
campground looks
4?
like.
Come on, William. That was day 5, so this is day 4.
It's the morning now, and we're awake.
Here, do you want some of my coffee, Will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
You look like you need it. I'm awake. I slept fine. She brought us out goat milk shooters.
That was milk yesterday?
Milk yesterday? It looks like milk.
Oh, you're brave.
Just tastes like milk. I guess it just tastes like it's like whole milk. It's like a little sweeter. I mean, it's good, actually.
I mean, yeah, I would just think that this is whole milk, but it's like wholer than whole milk.
Yeah.
You guys normally do it in shots. This is kind of the traditional way. I mean, that's great. I don't know. Putting it in the shots makes me think it was supposed to be like too rich or something, but it's just like really nice milk.
Mm-hmm. That's the milk in a jar. Oh my god!
It looks like paint. Like, I think
it does.
I think you could actually put a paint roller in there and like put it on the walls.
Someone said the goats need milking.
Yep, goats need milking. We got your apparatus right there.
Oh Jesus! This is like a bucket in a bucket. What do you mean apparatus? It's like I was like expecting a machine when you said apparatus.
No, your hand is the machine.
My hand is the machine.
And if anyone has fresh coffee or
I've got chocolate fruit Loops. Is this
that'll work perfect. Yeah. We just need a bowl. We need a bowl. I guess you
Okay.
could just put your Fruit Loops in here. Just bring a spoon.
Michael, you hold the goat milking bucket. Here, give it to Michael.
I never milked a dang thing in my life.
Really? Not even a
Yeah.
Scoutmaster?
Her hands look like that, so mine can look like this.
Just getting this ready.
Could you have picked any other flavor? I will not eat those.
You're gonna regret not trying this chocolate.
I'm not gonna regret not trying it. There's
delicious.
some.
John, do you want to try some of the chocolate goat milk? Yeah, when we make it, yeah.
So where's our bucket?
Yeah, we got it right here.
All right.
Ah,
She's in what's
I
called a
knew I
stanchion.
wouldn't survive
Sit
that.
right here.
All right. Can we get a demonstration? No, okay.
No, you're
That's
doing it all
stupid. That was dumb of me to ask.
All right, and then we're gonna take the paper towel that's wet.
Yeah.
And you're gonna wash her
Shield
teeth.
her.
Yeah.
More aggressive.
How many teeth she got?
Just two.
She got
Michael,
a
you gotta
couple,
squeeze
okay.
it.
Goats have two.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, and then the next thing we would do is you express a little bit of milk, not in here, to
Flush some
clean.
stuff out.
Hey,
yeah,
success.
get that-
So
yeah.
think of it like a water balloon
Filipino
that
arts.
isn't stretched really tight and has a tiny hole. So you're squeezing and pushing the water toward the edge where the hole is, and then it'll squirt out.
We're talking here. Okay, I'm gonna express milk.
That could be
Oh, I express milk.
How many squeezes will it take to make a bowl of cereal?
Oh, his hands will be sore by the time.
Alright, we just need a sample. We just need a little thing of cereal. We don't need a full bowl.
I mean, technically, one piece of cereal is enough.
Yeah, but we need enough
piece
cereal in
of
there to turn it into
cereal.
chocolate.
Now, when you watch babies feed, a lot of times they'll come up to their mom and then they'll hit.
Yeah.
And that
They
gets them to
blast
have what's called letdown.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can blast her.
All right.
Yeah.
Blaster, Michael.
That's the word you use.
Blaster.
Michael, you're gonna
Blaster so that
Michael,
the milk comes out.
Michael, you need to blast her more.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, it's
Yeah.
coming out now.
Professional.
Yeah, you didn't think it'd be that good, huh?
Wow.
You didn't think I knew ball like that.
It comes out in such a thin, like jet stream.
I know, like a spider
It's
silk.
like laminar.
She doesn't care at all. She's just eating.
You're getting a lot of Michael juice into this milk, Michael.
There is a lot of his hands. in that
Damn, I'm
milk.
getting a rhythm going. Sorry, Jubilee.
Shoot once more.
Okay, great. Now you're petting the goat, and
She
then
out of
you're
food?
using the hand to get the milk. That's great. That's great, Michael.
How do I know when she's empty?
Something like that.
You want to try this?
Okay. How do I? My hand is too big for this. How do you do this?
You just don't got it.
I don't got
You
it.
just don't got it
Michael,
like that. Some
I-
people have.
No, well, it's you do it, Alan.
Ooh,
Does he get?
not good.
How are you grabbing it?
How do you?
I got you.
You got
can
it.
do a
You got
team
it.
kind of thing.
Okay, you gotta go.
My hands are too big.
Whoa! Michael, how do you do that?
I just got the goat milking gene in me.
Hey, come on, girl. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Oh, it's warm.
Okay, better damage.
Yeah.
Distance.
How much milk comes out of
Excuse
one
me,
goat?
sir. Is there a place I can spit this out?
Why?
Sorry, does anyone else want to go at this?
Yeah, I'll try. Let me try.
My bad. My bad.
All right, wait. Does anyone watch anime? I'm just gonna look at my milky hand. I'm gonna say, I'm so fucked up. Is anyone gonna get that? Is anyone gonna get that reference?
How do you get your hand in
I think
there?
you gotta
Fine
squeeze a little
finesse.
harder than you think you should.
That's
It's truly not.
you coming from the backside.
No, I go from this side normally, but
Okay.
and then you can
So
feel.
you're using okay. Oh yeah. So
Oh my
you're
God.
using one finger.
This is like they're bopping me into Kingdom Come.
You can do it.
I got it. Look at it. It's
got
just
it,
it's
man.
like a.
There you go.
It really does feel like I'm squeezing the guts out of a caterpillar. It's
Yeah.
sort of a horrible feeling.
That is a perfect way to describe it. That is amazing.
We can get rid of the cup, and you can just like lean your head under too.
Guts out of a caterpillar.
Oh, he's got the goat
How would you
milk.
even
got it,
know
you got
that
He's got the
feels?
goat milking gene.
Fuck
Wow,
is wrong with
Kevin,
you?
that's great.
Yeah, he definitely has touched all the milk as it runs down.
Yeah, it did good. It's just all of everyone's hands is in that milk. Wow. That was a good one.
Nice.
Kevin, it's almost as if you've practiced squeezing like that with that hand for your entire life.
There's a few hairs.
Oh!
Yours are the
Love it,
goats.
man.
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Hard to say.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, there are
God,
some
there
definitely
really
some
is.
Kevin hairs in there.
It's like when you go to a public bathroom and there's just like hair on the salt. There's a lot. Actually, honestly, see, the hair is making this a lot harder than I thought it would be. I'll take a tiny sip.
There you go.
Yeah, that's milk.
I would. I just filled up.
You just filled up
Yeah, I
already
filled
on
up.
hair milk? It is.
That's milk.
I think it's the warmness of the milk that scares me.
Yeah, it's just something you're not used to.
Yeah.
Like when you get out of the fridge, you know.
Yes, it's the cold milk. I didn't think about, but the warm one, I think it feels like a cup of milk that's been sitting on the counter for like a couple of hours. That's where my brain goes.
The hair, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, we kind of messed up on that.
It comes with the territory. So after we fill up, there's filters built in. So this system here will pre-filter it, and then we run it through another filter, and then we refrigerate it, and it'll last for 2 weeks.
Hey, what do we do with this if we're all afraid to drink it?
Pour it out or give it to a cat.
Give it to a cat. Let's give it to the cat.
Yeah.
We'll save it because we got to finish feeding.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can go feed the rooster, and we can go feed the pigs with that.
Oh my god, he bites so much more aggressively than the hens.
That's you on fire.
Oh my god, he's not even eating the food, he's just eating my skin.
You're gonna lose a finger in there.
Here you go, Bucko. Oh, Bucko, sicko mode.
Your rooster's mean.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, let's get this straight.
So let's put about a third of that in this black bucket.
The alfalfa?
No, with the grain that you
Oh,
have.
the good stuff? Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is the good stuff. Oh, yeah.
Can you feed her out of your hand or will she bite you?
I
I won't try.
Pigs are a little clumsy when it comes to food.
You ever seen like the Hollywood myth
do we
that
do
it's
that?
like a pig could eat like a dead body in like 5 hours or whatever? Is that true?
I've heard that. I haven't tried that. But, all right, let's go feed Winston.
Okay.
So we'll go through here, and then we'll just pour it in his green bin.
What happens when you go in there with food? He goes crazy?
He's very motivated, so if you're slow at feeding him, he will push you around with his tusks.
How bad is that?
We'll have stitches.
It's that bad?
With the tusks, yes, absolutely.
They don't need those tusks for nothing, right? Or do they like use them to dig in the ground for food?
Fighting.
Fighting? Okay, yeah, it's just like exclusively fighting.
Dude, Winston is terrifying. He's like a hippopotamus.
But he's such a cute little guy. Such a cute little guy.
His beard is touching my hand. Yeah. And he peed on his beard earlier, I saw it. He's a very small, weirdly long penis. And the pee stream is very narrow and fast. It's like the jet mode on a hose.
Yeah, that's an extra part on their penis. It's called a pizzle.
A pizzle? That's not, you're not
I'm not making that up. It's like a penis extension.
Yeah, I'm finishing up this video as well.
for that on like
Instagram or like?
I don't know why it keeps serving me those.
What's the phone number so I never accidentally call it?
Good place to stop. So
We're gonna fix the fence now.
Have
So
fun. Cheers.
there's 2 repairs that this farm
made some stuff
needed,
for
or
the
I should
stream.
say
That's
ranch,
cool.
Diamond Ranch.
I like
We're gonna
it.
split into 2 teams so we can be fast because we've got worst case scenario
This will
105.
be it. See ya, mate.